Hey, what's happening in San Diego? Great to have you with us. Thursday edition of Gwynn and Chris. Hello, Matt Skraby together in the Bill House Studios. We know how. Tony Gwynn Jr. finishing up his assignment in the Arizona Instructional League. I hope he learned everything. We'll see what he learned when he returns tomorrow.
He comes back and he's just got this like booming radio voice.
Yeah, hello, everybody.
Welcome into Gwynn and Chris.
You'll never believe what I learned. No, we were joking. He is down in Arizona, but with his daughter, getting her, ready for school.
Yeah, moving on
to school. So she's going to school down there at Grand Canyon. Tony will be back tomorrow. So we'll carry on. We have a fun day today. Why? Hey, we had a fun game last night. Lo and behold, 10-4 was the final score. We'll talk about it in a minute, but it was I don't like to say, but it was kind of an uncharacteristic performance, right? You had
definitely was.
You had guys on base all night, and you were bringing them all in. So it's just something that was good to see. They scored in almost every inning. I think it was 5 innings in a row. So we'll take it. Padres win. Michael King was not completely shut down. But when push came to shove in the 6th inning and they got a little rally, Craig Stammen did not take him out this time. And he retired Moreno and Kepler, 2 big hitters right in the middle of the order, and got out of that jam. And then Stammen took him out, brought in the bullpen with a fresh inning. I liked what he did. He showed some confidence in Michael King there, and Michael King rewarded him.
He did. I read some stuff in Kevin Acey's newsletter about Michael King that surprised me. He has had 9 quality starts for the Padres this year, which is by far and away the most. Randy Vasquez at second with 4.
Yeah.
And between March, he's had 2 good periods of time during the season, and then he had that middle 5 games where it was not very good, but he's back on the upswing, it seems.
We hope so. I do know that with him pitching 6 innings last night, it kept the Padres from being the 21st time this year that their starter did not go 6. Right now they're tied, I think, I forget who it is, but another team. But 2 teams in baseball have had 20 games this year where their starter hasn't gone 6 games. Padres are one of those. And, that just speaks to everything we've talked about, all the pressure that's been on this bullpen. But, good night all the way around. I want to get into that in a minute, but there's, other things to talk about. First of all, update you on the World Cup. We're into the quarterfinals now, and from what I saw, Skraby, before I came over, France was, in control of this match, but they did not score in the first half. The reason they didn't score is the great Mbappe. I don't know, his penalty kick there looked kind of like an attempt I might try.
Yeah, what was it?
He just rolled it right in. He kind of rolled it right into the goalie's arms.
It was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, and then he blamed the official for it. And this is what we get from some of these diva-like athletes. And I think in Mbappe's case, I only say diva in the kindest way because I really do like watching this guy and he plays hard. But, I mean, you've been told you're the greatest player in the world for 5-6 years. You're going to have a little arrogance to you.
You should,
which is fine. But he was the reason he was upset is because he was taken down in the box for the penalty. The official on the field pointed directly to penalty kick, but then they went to the video review.
The video assistant referee.
Yes, they went to that thing, and it took way too long. So Mbappe had the ball put down, they're ready for the PK, and the official kept holding him up. And Mbappe's like, okay. And he goes, nope, not yet. And Mbappe's like, he walked up, set the ball again, walked back. He's like, okay. And there goes, nope, they're not ready yet. So evidently they were looking at this, although everybody, seemed to think it was a clear call that was, a penalty kick. Anyway, by the time he got around to kicking it, I don't know. It was kind of like icing a free throw shooter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the way.
That's kind of what it looked like.
That's honestly what it was. And so by the time he got up there, he dribbled it right to the goalie. It was like, yeah. So no score at halftime. Morocco's still in this, but from my untrained soccer eye, It seems like only a matter of time before France is going to score one here or two, but not yet. So the quarterfinals are underway. We'll keep you up to date on that. Unbelievable. And I know a lot of you missed it, and you wouldn't have seen it even if you were awake because you're not into the tennis like I am. But one of the great women's semifinals at Wimbledon today, one of the best matches I have ever seen because of the drama, because it went down to a tiebreak in the final set, and both players had match points. Both players blew match points. But for the most part, they played 22 points in this tiebreaker, and there were 22 winners hit. Like, every point was better than the one before it. And two amazing performances, Carolina Mukova and United States Coco Gauff. They both deserve an incredible amount of thanks for the show they put on.
Did the American win, though?
No. In the end,
matter.
Mukova won.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I know everybody could say that, but this was one of those, if you watch, the old saying, you're ashamed somebody had to lose type of thing. Gauff was making shots that were incredible, but Mukova was making better shots that were incredible, and it was really fun to see. I love a competition like that. Mukova goes to the final. It'll be an all-Czech final in the ladies' side.
Czechia?
Two Czechias, yes. Mukova, yes, against Noskova. So she won the other semifinal. But I had a lot of fun watching that this morning. And
what time was that on?
Maybe 5:30 or 6, but I don't. I DVR it.
Oh, okay.
I watch it when I wake up, So
no, I get it. I
watch it at my own convenience, but it was really great. If you get to see some of the highlights, you'll enjoy them because you'll see some great shot making and understand it was all under the most pressure you could have. So it was fun to watch that earlier. We will give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to the party opening day at Del Mar. It's next Friday. Thank you. Well, yeah. Yes. Round of applause for us giving something away.
No, I'm just talking about Del Mar.
Oh, okay.
Being back.
I was just saying. I thought you're.
We can do that too, Chris.
Yeah, let's applaud us.
Okay.
We're the nicest guys. Tickets will include opening day admission, exclusive access to the big party there, complete with world-class DJs, craft beers, and cocktail bars, photo booths, and private wagering. Tickets at dmtc.com. Event is for people 21 and older. Here's how this is going to work today. We always kind of find different ways to give away these tickets. I'm going to just get right now. For those listening, you're in great shape.
Oh, man.
But really, those listening right now are the only ones that are going to have a chance to win. Because I'm going to tell you that the winning name today will be Coco Gauff.
Okay.
All right. So now later on in the show, at some point, I'll ask everybody to call in, and whoever names, the name of the day, which I just told you, will win the tickets.
I like this idea because it doesn't take anybody out of the game, and it rewards listeners for listening.
Absolutely.
For a long time.
Right. If you're listening now, and you have to go somewhere, make sure you check back in later. It might be the right time, and you can call in and win those. So remember the name Coco Gauff for later on to win the tickets. All right. Now back to the game last night, Skraby. Here's the thing I was happiest about. And I credit the scoreboard operators at Petco Park for keeping the number one under the run column for the home team, but the second digit.
Okay.
I'm confusing myself.
So when it goes from 9 to 10.
When it goes from 9 to 10, because that one lit up under the Padres run total for the first time this year, last night.
At Petco?
Yeah.
They had not scored 10 runs at Petco all year.
They had not. That was the first time that number under the run column at Petco Park for the home team.
I hope the lights are okay.
That's what I mean. I give whoever the engineer, the people who check the scoreboard, make sure it's working. Hey, great job. They were ready. So when they clicked it from 9 to 10, the scoreboard responded, baby. It was ready for it. The lights blinked on.
I always think of it like Toy Story, where the lights are like, we get to turn on.
Right. Well, if you're number 10, you'd been sitting dormant for 47 games.
Wow. I did not realize that.
Yeah, that was the first time this year at Petco Park the Padres have scored 10 runs. So that's how my mind works. I'm like, I wonder if the scoreboard will be able to handle this. They haven't seen that all year long. It was only the third time total the Padres have scored 10 runs this year.
I looked that up last night because I was like, I know they scored at least another.
They had 2 more 10s. They had one
10.
Where else? Coors Field.
Yes.
In April, and the other was in San Francisco. And that was May 5th. So it had been more than 2 months since they've reached 10, but it was the first time they reached it at home. So, I mean, if you're going to do a round of applause, I think that's where we deserve it. I mean,
and don't give me this, the Diamondbacks aren't a good team. I do not care. Diamondbacks are a good enough team, okay? Padres just need to take care of business of what's in front of them.
Yes, how many times this year have they been shut down completely by guys named Jose Cabrera, who were making their 4th major league start?
Oh, we were on that train, Chris.
Yeah, we've been there. So, I have no apologies necessary.
Although Toddy completely confused him into a balk.
Well, he confused him into a balk. He also confused him into throwing to the wrong base.
He did a lot.
Which kept an inning alive. He also stole 2 bases. Song swiped third. The base running showed up last night, put the pressure on Arizona, and frankly, the young pitcher just wasn't ready for it. I do give the Padres credit for taking advantage of that. But once the young pitcher went out of the game, what did they do that they never do? They added on. They kept scoring. And so that was nice to see them win 10-4. And, again, you got your Trevor Hoffman bobblehead last night, most of you, 40,000 of you. and everybody got to see the Padres score 10 runs at Petco for the first time this year.
Frame that ticket.
Yeah, I know. Right. It was the 47th game. We only have 34 more left at Petco Park this year. Got to say it's iffy whether they'll be able to do it again, but they did it last night. So
they've turned the corner, Chris.
You think so?
Now that they've won 2 in a row, I'm back in.
I know everybody's back in. They're back to 500. Jackson Merrill didn't strike out last night.
He didn't, and he went 2 for 5.
Right. Fernando had 2 hits. Bogey had 2 RBIs.
What did Andujar end up with? 3 doubles?
3 hits, 2 RBIs. Yeah, all 3 were doubles. Campusano looks like the best hitter in the lineup all of a sudden. 2 hits, a home run, a walk. He's on base all night long. Song is, as I said, he's starting to kind of grow on me a little bit here. And the thing that's growing on me with Song is his defense. He made another great play last night. It was late in the game, but nonetheless, it was a hell of a play. Arenado or Manny would have tipped their cap to him. So Song is starting to, pay some dividends. I'm happy to see that. And, good to see a 10-4 win last night. We'll see if they can do it again tonight in game 4, the final game of the series.
It's been a weird week just because they didn't have a day game.
I know. Interesting.
Feels like this week is going on forever.
Right, 4 games, all night games.
Yeah,
that doesn't ever happen.
No, not really.
Not anymore. Usually on the getaway day, the team gets a day game.
Totally.
So I'd have to ask somebody, but I wonder if Arizona had to okay the fact that this is a night game.
I know that there's
because I believe there's some sort of rule that if you're on a getaway day, the team getting away.
It depends on where they're going. That sort of stuff.
I would imagine Phoenix is different. Because it's so
close.
Are they
playing? Oh, they're up at the Dodgers. So
yeah, that might be why. That might be
why.
And
it is. I know from the Angels because the Angels do a lot of night games. They don't do as many day games, and it's because
the team is staying close by. That's
close
traveling.
by, and they're able to do it within the rules.
Well, the Diamondbacks will be happy to know that the Dodgers are idle tonight, so they'll be waiting for Arizona. The Padres will go after the series win tonight and try to get back over 500. Also, kudos last night, if I may, thank my, what do I call him? My hospital mate.
Hospital mate?
Yeah.
Oh, Torey Lavello.
Yeah, we're both born in the same hospital because
hospital babies.
Yeah, we were both hospital babies at the same hospital in Santa Monica, which I still think to this day freaks him out that I mentioned that.
I know
in our interview, but hey, I haven't seen too many good arguments get kicked out of the game this year. They're few and far between now in baseball. But I think he kind of deserved to lose that argument. I thought that was a balk.
Yeah.
The kid just stepped straight down and then flung around. I don't think that was a terrible call, but anyway, big night for the Padres. So we're happy about it.
Did you see the Jace Bowen play? where he was running up the first base line. And,
I did.
And they ended up calling him out.
I did.
And I get why technically it wasn't out, but it was interesting because Torey Lovullo was on the broadcast with the announcers.
That was weird.
And he just started like saying the rule. He was like, oh, that's fine. That's an out type of thing.
Yeah.
It was very interesting because he looked at it from that way. And I feel like Torey Lovullo would have told us if it wasn't an out.
I don't know what he would have done, but Jace Bowen needs to know better that, if you're going to drop that bunt down, there's a really nice bunt.
Yeah.
But you have to run in the baseline.
Yep.
I mean, you just do. And the interesting thing was the throw didn't hit him inside the baseline. It hit him like on the right leg. Oh, because it was tailing.
Yeah.
So, you could have maybe argued it a little more vociferously if you wanted to, but because I didn't think the fact he was running in the baseline is why he got hit. But again, the rule is you can't run inside the baseline there. You can only run inside the baseline from third to home.
Yeah,
when we see Manny do that and other guys, when you're coming home from third, you can run inside the baseline, which forces the infielder or outfielder and sometimes to throw around you to get it to home plate. I've seen Manny do that a lot, and now other people, but you cannot run inside the baseline at first. So, a little moment. Jace Bowen did get an RBI last night, his first RBI. So,
good for him. I mean,
good for him, man. He hasn't had much go his way since he got here.
He's hit the ball hard, but it's gone to someone every time.
He's flied out to the warning track maybe 6 times, and I get the feeling he's like, man, these are home runs in Albuquerque or El Paso. And I'm like, yeah, they are, but we're not in El Paso anymore. So all around a great night. Padres 10, Diamondbacks 4. Gwynn and Chris with a big 3.5 hours together. We'll keep you up to date on the soccer and everything else on San Diego's #1 sports talk station. That's us, 97.3 The Fan. this is, but welcome back to Gwynn and Chris.
ISCO Championship.
Yeah, whatever that is. But these are supposedly pros out there, and guy had like 80 yards to the pin, and one of those little easy wedges that they usually put within a foot or two. And Skraby and I were bemoaning the fact that sometimes from 80 yards, I can pull my shot so badly, or hit it off the end of my club, whatever, to where my next shot isn't a whole lot closer than 80 yards.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? Like, I would have been better putting it ahead 10 yards, so now I'd at least be closer. Anyway, welcome back to the show. And as we return, as I said, France has finally punctured through against Morocco. And now
can you go ahead?
Well, I just want to say Morocco's complaining, so we may have to do one of those video assist things. But for now, Mbappe has given France a 1-0 lead in the 59th minute.
Can I say this about, like, I've watched nearly every game in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. I have too, most of them.
There's something I'm noticing. It doesn't matter who scores. Someone is always complaining about something on a soccer field. Someone's always in the ref's face. The ref is always trying to, like, get people away from him or her. It's crazy.
I don't see how they're going to recall this goal. Mbappe kicked the ball around a defender and around the goalie.
He didn't curve it. That was strange.
Well, I don't know how he did that, though. He was standing directly behind the defender. I don't think the goalkeeper could see the shot. And then the ball came around the defender and hooked inside the post. But you're right. Morocco's complaining vehemently. I don't know what about. The other thing I've noticed, which, but there's a reason that France and Argentina and England and, these guys are the top teams. They have the top players.
Of course.
I mean, everybody can run around on the pitch and can pass it and kick it and dribble it and do all those. But there only seems to be like 5 guys on earth that can score consistently.
Yeah, you can see
one of them
difference.
is Mbappe and one of them's Messi.
Totally.
And maybe Harry Kane and there's another guy too somewhere you could find, but they win the game. Like, the rest of the stuff happens, but the game gets won by their goal.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3.
When Argentina was down, it was like, what can Messi do? And he did. What did he do? He won the game.
Yeah. So it's not, unbelievable shot that Mbappe just made there. That is not unbelievable for him.
Yeah.
So
not at all.
Yeah. France leads 1-0. Morocco has 30 minutes to see what they can do about getting back into the fray there.
Can I tell you something embarrassing? About myself?
Is it going to be more embarrassing than what happened to me in softball last night? I swore to everybody I would tell them.
Okay, well,
I would tell on myself.
Mine's real quick.
Yeah,
when I was little, I got Morocco and maracas confused. Maracas where you shake those things?
Yeah.
I thought maracas were from Morocco, the country of Morocco, and not Morocco. So that was very embarrassing. I did not figure that out until high school.
I find that to be too embarrassing.
Really?
Yeah.
That I thought a musical instrument was
it was called a maraca because it was from Morocco.
I thought it was from Morocco. I was like, we need to go where they make those maracas. And someone was like, dude, you do know that it's not a country, right? It was very embarrassing. Anyway. I'm feeling embarrassed now. So, Chris, go ahead with your embarrassment.
Yeah, I'll top your embarrassment.
Please do.
I saw 6 pitches in softball last night. 5 of them I foul tipped, and the other one I missed completely. It was the worst I've ever seen anybody hit at a slow pitch softball, and it was so bad that one of the guys on our team, when I came back to the dugout, he said, honestly, are you seeing the ball? Like, you don't look like you're even seeing the ball.
Wow.
And
it's not bad.
Yeah. And I said, I don't know. I think I'm seeing it, but I can't argue with you because I'm not hitting it.
Wow.
Like, the ball's right here. It was a weird night. And so that's embarrassing. And all the guys said, oh, you want to have the guts to say it on the air tomorrow. Well, there you have it. I said it on the air tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah. Worse things have happened to me. So, we'll carry on. But yeah, it was just a strange, I don't know. I have no explanation for it. No. And maybe he's right. Maybe I just, the way the game was at 7 or 8 o'clock, it was a little dusky. Maybe I couldn't see.
You know how AJ Castro was talking about
but
Jackson Merrill having too much uppercut in his swing? Do you think he just had too much uppercut and you just missed the ball?
I might have been maybe no. Well,
You're
that
uppercutting.
I was uppercutting maybe, and I think maybe I was using my golf swing, which has
That's
become good to
definitely
me
true.
lately. I've been playing golf so much lately that maybe I just felt I was golfing and didn't have a level swing. I don't know what I did wrong, but it was bad.
Wow.
And I had the guts to tell everybody on national radio about it.
National radio.
Well, yeah,
we are national.
That segment. Yeah, right. You can listen to us anywhere
Anywhere
Yeah.
in the world. We're international.
You can listen to us anywhere you want. Padres, Diamondbacks coming up, game 2 tonight, but we're a ways off from Sammy Levitt's pregame show. When we come back, I think we can do a little Padres stuff from Kevin had some good stuff
Kevin
in his
Macy had some
newsletter
good
that
stuff,
I want to
yeah.
get to.
Yeah.
But I also, at some point today, want to get to the topic I brought up yesterday, Skraby. The fact that all of us fans of sports teams think that our team has suffered the worst loss. It's just a very common thread. If you were a Charger fan, you know what I'm saying. Every Charger fan will say, there's nothing worse than being a Charger fan. Look at this game. Look at that game. Look at what happened here.
They make a point.
But then the Buffalo guy says, oh, well, you could be a Bills fan. And then the Brown guy, Cleveland guy, wow, you could be a Browns fan.
And then the Dolphins guy says, you could be a Dolphins fan.
You could be a Dolphins fan. You don't have to lose any bad games because you're never in a game.
Or you could be a Jets fan.
Right.
Ooh.
So who really has it worst? We'll get into some of that as well. And later on in the show, I like this. Because I think it's an interesting topic. I hope we're not beating a dead horse in the sense maybe to the John Nolan is going to be our guest. He may feel like he's been talking about it, ad nauseum, but to me, he's the play-by-play guy for the Indiana Fever. So he has a front row seat to see everything that's happened and is continuing to happen with Caitlin Clark. And I just want to hear it from somebody who has a lot more knowledge about it than I do.
Yeah, we're taking a different direction on this.
So he's going to be nice enough to join us later. And France just scored again. So
goodbye, Morocco.
Yes, they're going to be. They're not going to be playing their maracas tonight.
No, it's going to be very sad. No maracas.
Yeah, 2 French goals in 5 minutes, and on they're going to probably go to the semifinals as we go on to a break on 97.3 The Fan.
On the Fan.
we'll give you the athlete, and or we'll ask you to name the athlete of the day. We're not asking you yet, but when we do, you'll call in. You'll tell us who that athlete is. Gave that information earlier, but you'll have a chance to win those Del Mar tickets. One last thing. Tomorrow is our day out at Far Corner, so let's not forget this, everyone.
Absolutely.
If you are going to the game tomorrow, it's a Friday, so just get off work early anyway.
Yeah, just don't go to work.
Tell them you're going to the Gwynn and Chris show. I think they'll understand.
Yeah, they will.
You know?
I hope.
And did I tell you, by the way, because we you and I both, I think, have the same attitude about the listenership to our show.
Okay, what's that?
And what I mean by that is every time I run into somebody anywhere and they say, "Oh, I listen to the show," I'm always like, "Really?" Like, I'm always surprised that anyone listens. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it is.
I don't think of it like that.
I don't think of it either.
I think you and I are chatting and we're talking about sports, and Tony's here and we're having fun. So I'm always amazed. But I actually got a friend of ours who lives in Denver went on a cruise to Alaska. And apparently the topic came up, that something came up with San Diego. Maybe the people cruising I guess they were from San Diego.
Okay.
Talking to my friends from Denver. So they're all on a trip. They're going to Alaska. And the guy goes, "Why? We have friends that live in San Diego, and one of them is the guys on the sports talk there." And the guy goes, "Oh my God, I listen to that all the time."
Wow, we
love that show.
That is crazy.
So my friend from Denver texts me from Anchorage and says, "Oh yeah, there's a huge fan of yours on the cruise." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Thank you." I mean, you never know. It's weird.
You definitely never know. I had someone, if you ever see me out and about, I'm going to look awkward because I'm trying to, not draw attention to myself, but please say hi. Because I don't know. But yeah, I had someone who was in line behind me and they were just standing there. And then finally they go, "I just got to ask you.
You got to be Skraby."
Yeah. Are you Skraby? Yes, I'm
Skraby.
Yes, I'm Skraby. Then we have incredible talks.
Yeah.
And
so we appreciate everybody out there. We really do. The ratings have been great. And that's thanks to all you. And hopefully we can keep, entertaining and informing here in the afternoons. All right, let's get to a couple of Padre things, including the lineup, which is out for tonight. Before I give you the lineup or Skraby, there's really good news in the lineup, like really good news, like the best news you could have.
Really?
Yes, because yesterday Manny Machado was not in the lineup.
Okay.
And there was concern, how bad is that foot thing? Remember, he fouled the ball off the big toe, which was what ended up broken for Luis Campusano, and he was out for almost 2 months. Nobody said anything of that kind about Manny, but I still worry.
I did too.
You never know.
I was reported by Kevin AC last night that it was likely Manny was going to play today. So, but you still never know.
You never know until the name is in the lineup.
Yes,
you never know. So he's back in Tatis, Merrill, Bogarts, Machado, Sheets, who, by the way, is the only guy who didn't get in on the party last night. There's always one.
There is.
Sheets didn't get in on it. Crony's back at first base. Campusano's catching. I did read that Fermin is getting ready for a rehab.
Okay.
Take your time. With all due respect, Campusano should be in there every day. There should be no argument at this point unless it's a day off.
I don't know if you guys talked about it on the roundtable, but Ben tweeted something to that effect last night.
There's just no reason to be not having him. He's a threat.
Yeah.
Which you don't have if he doesn't play.
He's absolutely a threat.
Andujar's DHing, batting eighth, and my new hero, Sung Moon Song. Yeah, they move him around. He's at second base tonight. I mean, he keeps making plays and getting on base and stealing bases, so that's been good. That's the lineup tonight. Griffin Canning is slated as the starter. They don't have an opener, at least not, on the official lineup here. Merrill Kelly is pitching against them tonight. He has been a Padre killer in the past.
He definitely has.
But he hasn't been an anybody killer this year. He's got a 5.71 ERA. He's been getting hit hard. So hopefully the Padres can keep that going.
And let me say this about Griffin Canning. I had my reservations last Saturday when he was facing the Dodgers, and JP Sears was the next day, so I didn't expect either of those games to go the Padres' way. But Griffin Canning pitched really well against the Dodgers. He went 4 innings, which isn't a lot, but only gave up 1 run, only walked 2, only gave up 2 hits. So he's starting to round into form a little bit. The previous start against the Cubs, he only gave up 2 runs in 4 1/3. So maybe he's starting to equalize a little bit. You're just shaking your head.
Yeah, I'm not there with that.
You're not there.
Yet.
I'm not
No.
saying that I believe that he's like back or he was never here, I guess, but I'm just saying that things are getting better as it goes along.
I'm just going to say that the day Griffin Canning stops walking the leadoff hitter every other inning will be a great day in my life.
I think
or
of you
hitting
every
him
time.
or whatever he does.
But you should have been very happy with him last. He only walked 2 guys in the last start.
Yeah, but I guarantee you they're both leading off innings, right?
I'm gonna
he
go
just
look.
puts himself, in a bad position. So trust your stuff, Griffin, because he does have stuff.
He does.
Get it over the plate and let your fielders work behind you. We'll see what happens in the game tonight. All right, real quick, bring up the question that Kevin Acee had about the playoffs. I think it's interesting because the Padres are sitting here at 46-46. So they have, 92 games played.
Yes.
So that means 70 left. Okay. 70 games left. And Kevin Acee, posted this, but how many of those 70 are they going to need to win to make the playoffs?
Let's start with this. How many wins do you think the last wild card spot is going to need?
Okay, well, right now, I believe, Miami and Philadelphia are tied now, actually.
Are,
so
yes.
one of those is the third wild card, whichever one you want to say.
Yeah.
But they're like 8 games over 500. Right?
They're both 51-42, so 9
So
games.
they're 9.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they both play 500 ball and finish 8 games over, they'd both be 85-77.
Yes.
So I'm going to say at the very minimum, you're going to have to win 86 at the minimum to beat them.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think it is.
So if you win 86, you know what you got to go from here?
Yeah.
40-30.
Is that doable? Yeah.
No.
Do I believe it's doable? No.
It's not doable with what they are doing now.
You're correct.
They can't do it if they continue to be the worst hitting team in baseball.
Yep.
And they can't do it with the 27th best starting pitching in baseball. If you got the 27th best starting pitching in baseball, guess what? That means you're only better than 3 teams. That's starting pitching. You add that to the worst offense, you're not going 40-30.
Actually,
so something different's going to have to happen if they're going to go 40-30 is the way I see it.
I really kind of got depressed when I looked at this chart because it does seem a little daunting to even get 83 wins. They have to win 37 games,
right?
37-33.
Yeah.
And they did have a great second half a couple years ago, but this team is not that team. And I think 40 wins is a tall task.
It's definitely a tall task. I think 85 is going to be the minimum. 86 means 40-30. To me, something's going to need to change between now and then. Whether it's a big trade, and we talked about, whether or not AJ is going to pull the trigger on a trade. I don't think that's to be. I still think that's to be determined based on what they do here the next 2-3 weeks before the deadline. If you keep humming along at 500. And you're 7th in the wild card and you're trailing 4 or 5 teams, I don't see risking it with a trade. So
I don't either.
We're going to have to see. They're going to determine what he does by how they play.
Yeah.
So it's kind of up to them.
It does. Yeah, it's very true. I mean, AJ Castle said it yesterday. You said it yesterday.
Yeah.
It makes complete sense. You don't need to trade if you're not going to make the playoffs.
Right. And why would you?
Because
why would you risk giving up an asset to get another player if that player is not going to help you get to the playoffs?
Here's an example. The Giants in 2011, when I was going to school up there, they were coming off of a World Series. They were trying in the second half. They traded for Carlos Beltran, and they gave away Zach Wheeler, and they didn't have a shot at the playoffs in 2011. So they gave away Zach Wheeler when they didn't have a shot for the playoffs.
They gave away Zach Wheeler for a pie in the sky.
Exactly.
Instead of giving away
hoping and praying that you get to the playoffs.
Yes. Instead of giving Zach Wheeler away for somebody that helped you get where you wanted to go.
Yeah.
See, this is why, as much as I hate to watch James Wood and CJ Abrams hit a homer every night, and God doesn't seem like they do, at least I can say that in return on that, we did get to where we wanted to go. It was disappointing. We ended up losing to the Phillies, but we got to where we wanted to go.
Yeah.
What you're talking about, the Giants, they lost Zach Wheeler. but they didn't get to go where they wanted to go even.
No,
so that's a double whammy.
And then they won the World Series again in 2012. So I guess but
by that time Beltran was gone, though, wasn't he?
He was. But giving up Zach Wheeler at the time was very, very, very unpopular, and it turns out that the fans were right.
Am I? You should.
I'm looking. I'm
not trying to second guess you because Zach Wheeler, he's still pitching now. That would be 15 years ago.
The trade was 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Giants sent Zach Wheeler.
It was Zach
to the
Wheeler
Mets as a part of the deal.
So that was, he must have been
I confirmed it because I was also.
He must have been in like low A or something at the time.
They had just drafted him. He was kind of coming up as a hot prospect. He was the number 55 prospect in Baseball America when they traded him. But they traded away a future multi-time All-Star.
Yeah. Well, look, every organization has done it.
They have.
Every team thinks they're the only one. Their general manager is the only one. But it's baseball's littered with this kind of thing, unfortunately, because teams take a shot. They do. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. But most times the young players, the prospects they give up, go on to do stuff.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Or there could be like the guys who don't do anything and we just forget all about them.
All right. So we got 5-10 minutes here. What football fan base has it the worst? And so let's start with the Chargers and we'll go from there. The Chargers fans can obviously say they've, never won it all. They've only got to the one Super Bowl. And they can say that they had one of the worst losses in NFL playoff history.
Sorry, I was listening to something. What team?
The Chargers.
Okay, yes.
All right, so they've not won it. They've not been to a Super Bowl. And there is the most painful loss ever, which was the Patriot game. And the year that they were 14-2, they were going to, mow over everybody. And, they had the lead and the whole thing. And, McCree fumbled the ball. So, that one is something a Charger fan can say, hey, we have it the worst. But
that's pretty bad.
Okay, it's bad. But is it worse off than the Raiders fans? Now, the Raiders won some Super Bowls way back when, but the Raiders also lost the Tuck game.
That's a pretty tough one to lose, right? Because
I'm not done. The Raiders also lost the Immaculate Reception game to Franco Harris.
That's right.
Now, those are back a ways, but, right, the Raider fans can say, oh, come on, we've had it horrible. We've been punched in the gut twice.
Yeah, those are
two of the most famous plays in football not only happened against the Raiders, but the Raiders fans thinks they were cheated out of both games, right? The Raiders will stay. It wasn't the Tuck. It should have been a fumble.
The Tuck rule, maybe they were.
And the other one on the Immaculate Reception, Raider fans will say that the ball was deflected by a Steeler receiver to Franco Harris, which in those days would have made it an incomplete pass. That's been changed since. So anyway, Raiders fans, maybe they have it worse. Or is it, let's say, how about it couldn't be the Colts. Colts have had, an incredible run, in Baltimore and Indianapolis. Oh, wait. The Colts only lost the most important game in the history of the NFL. They were 17-point favorites in Super Bowl III and got embarrassed by the Jets. The Colts had one of the great quarterbacks ever, Johnny Unitas. They had one of the great coaches, Don Shula, yet they lost to the Jets. That will haunt Colts fans probably still to this day. All right, so who's worse than the Colts? Well, the Bills are certainly in the running.
Bills have it tough.
The Bills have had it rough. Now, the Bills have beaten up on my team over, time. But there also was a decade in the 70s where the Dolphins never lost once to the Bills. So there was that. But there was also the kick by Norwood, which was wide right.
Yeah.
There was also, and I think even more painful than that, even though that would have won a Super Bowl, how about the 13-second game when Josh Allen threw the winning touchdown and Patrick Mahomes in 13 seconds got into field goal range?
Yeah, that was pretty hard
in that
for
playoff a couple of years ago. The Bills have had some agonizing loss. They've also never won it. The Browns, I think they're in the running for it. They had the drive happen against them by Elway, and the next year they had the fumble happen against them against Denver again, and that goes on top of the fact that the Browns have had to put up with a horrible franchise.
I think so. Are you still going? Or you have any more teams?
Oh, God, no. I think you can go to almost every team. How about
I think the Browns, for me,
they're on the lead.
They've just been terrible forever.
All right. How about the Lions? Now, the Lions have been so bad for so long, I know that sounds weird right now because the Lions are really good here the last 3 or 4 years. But I'm going to tell you, the Lions fans, their team has been so bad for so long that I can't think of a bad loss the Lions have had because they haven't been in any games. Like, maybe the worst loss the Lions ever had was 2 years ago when they should have beat the Commanders.
Or
No,
the
Commanders.
49ers?
No, the Commanders game.
Yeah. No,
when they were favored and
Jalen
Daniels beat them up. But other than that, the Lions haven't had a lot to be disappointed about. I'll tell you another team, though, the Vikings. The Vikings are 0-4 in the Super Bowl, and they've lost some heartbreaking games, including the game that came up with the very name Hail Mary. It was the Hail Mary game when Staubach threw it downfield. Drew Pearson appeared to shove Nate Wright out of the way and catch the pass, but they didn't call it, and the Cowboys won and the Vikings lost, and the Hail Mary lives on in infamy forever. The Vikings fans can say they've had their share of disappointments, but the biggest one for the Vikings, how about Brett Favre's interception against the Saints?
Yeah, that was...
What are we doing? What is this, Little League? This is the NFC Championship. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So, they were in the Super Bowl. They also lost the game to the Falcons the year they were 15-1. So the Falcons, who are also on this list,
yes, they are,
because they lost to the Patriots 28-3 game. So they can make a claim. The Saints can make a claim for it. They lost your game to the 49ers, the Vernon Wells game. But the Saints lost, who was the
Vernon Davis.
Yeah, Vernon Davis. I said Vernon Wells.
Is he a baseball player?
He's a center fielder for Toronto. Yeah, I'm kind of close there.
It's okay.
But the Falcons are there. The Saints are there. The Rams, they had a litany of losses in the 70s, especially when they had great teams and lost huge games. I guess what I'm getting to is you name a team, you'll find a moment somewhere in their history where it was agonizing to be a fill-in-the-blank fan.
Now, would you think it's fair that any fan who's won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years is out of the running?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're a Chief fan,
you're definitely out of the running.
Anything that happened before that, it gets
has been
eliminated.
Supplanted by the new stuff that is good.
I don't know if I can go there, but I know what you're saying.
They've won, 3 Super Bowls? I think that can...
Recently, yeah.
I think that can easily outweigh something from the 70s.
It's funny, though, but as a Dolphins fan, in the 70s, they won 2 Super Bowls, but I've always felt more pain from the next year when they lost to the Raiders on Stabler's Sea of Hands pass to Clarence Davis in the final 20 seconds, which eliminated their chance to win a third.
Well,
the pain is always greater than the happiness.
The pain is definitely always greater, and when you have a play that's named something, that means that you suffered.
You suffered. So I suffered even though the Miami was good then. All right. If you want to share something from your favorite team that makes your team the worst and hardest to root for, pass it along. Gwynn and Chris continues with Daily Gambit. I've been giving you an update on the soccer because Morocco hasn't come close to scoring, and it's still 2-0 France. They're into extra time.
So hopefully I can do him justice. And I'm the green one. Pretty sure that's out, right? Yes. Ooh, that's too early of a swing. Ugh, what am I doing? Come on, pitcher. Throwing me one down at the bottom of the zone. Ooh, is that going to have enough? Ooh, barely. I am really early to all of this. There we go. Figuring it out a little bit. Why are you throwing me a pitch? Hide tight, bro. Alright. I have no problem using the right field wall. Too early. This pitcher's like trying to change up speeds on me, throw high and tight. Come on, man. For whatever reason, I cannot wait for the pitch to get to me. But I'm hitting home runs, so who cares? Arrgh. Not great. I think only the top 4 move through. That's foul. That one's gone. But what's the score? Oh, I need some home runs. That is for sure. That one's gone. Probably need like 14. Go! Go! It's gone. I cannot be eliminated in the first round. I can't tell if I'm outside. I'm really making this difficult on myself. I am now at the bottom, so I'm caving under the pressure. I gotta stop looking at the scores. Just get back on track. 40 seconds to go. Come on. A couple people did not hit a home run, so that's good. What are you doing throwing me a pitch that low? Oh man, that's gonna be foul, isn't it? Yep. I'm not gonna make it. Dang it! I thought I would need 14 and I do, but I missed that pitch. I literally just missed it. That is a brutal way to end this. Yes, I'm aware I've been eliminated. That was a terrible showing. So hopefully I can do him justice. And I'm the green one. Pretty sure that's out, right? Yes. Ooh, that's too early of a swing. Ugh, what am I doing? Come on, pitcher. Throwing me one down at the bottom of the zone. Ooh, is that going to have enough? Ooh, barely. I am really early to all of this.
You know that reference?
I know Marsha.
Well, that's what it was.
Oh,
that was
okay,
the
yeah.
reference. Okay.
Yeah, it's Brady Bunch.
Yeah, but isn't that weird? I mean, that Marsha was uttered by the character Jan, Marsha's sister, who was jealous of her and tired of hearing about her older sister.
I do know that.
And that's why she said that. But she must have said that in 1968. Like, it's 60 years later, and it's still like, how many generations have passed that don't really even know what the Brady Bunch is?
Well, they made those movies. So I think those came out.
That extended it a little bit.
You're right. Because I remember
the
Jan in that movie saying Marsha, but it was funny when Marsha got hit by the football in the face.
That was a good one.
Do you think those, I mean, were you a Brady Bunch guy?
I was. I love the Brady Bunch. It was kind of part of my growing up. I will say one of the things that I amazed, and this is it for Brady Bunch stories, but you know, John, one of our golf guys, John Campbell, we played golf with him.
Yeah.
All right. He, there was a character in one of the Brady Bunch episodes, and I forget her name, Molly something or other. And she was the same age as Marsha, but she was the ugly duckling in school. Okay. So this is the story of the show, right? So Marcia helped her to kind of, doll up a little bit, get her some nice clothing, do her hair, her makeup.
Like do a makeover.
Kind of makeover for her and try to help her become a little more popular.
Did this person ask Marcia to do this?
I think so. It's a show.
I was going to say, it seems
yeah.
like Marcia's taking some liberties.
No, Marcia didn't force her way in.
Okay.
All right. So, and Marcia thought, this was a nice thing to do. And she turned Molly into, this really attractive, popular girl. And then they ran against each other for some sort of homecoming queen. And Molly won.
Oh.
And then Molly didn't thank Marcia. And you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's rude.
That's the story of the Brady Bunch. That's how these shows go. Why am I telling you this? John Campbell married the gal who played Molly.
Wow. I did not
that was
expect
his first wife.
I did not.
I know.
I didn't expect
like
that.
You talk about a small world.
Yeah, that is a very small world.
The gal who played the character Molly in the Brady Bunch episode married our friend.
That's awesome.
So that's weird. They're no longer married, by the way. Those wondering. For those keeping score.
That's not awesome.
For those keeping score at home. It is a final. If you're keeping score at home, France is indeed into the quarterfinals. 2-0. They beat Morocco. Let's get some other scores on the board here. Skraby, and do the Daily Gambit.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. Chris, the episode you're looking for is called My Fair Opponent. It was aired on March 3rd, 1972.
1972, okay.
Yes, so
you found it. Was it Molly? Was that the character?
Molly Weber.
Molly Weber.
Here's the synopsis. Marcia's class nominates ugly duckling Molly Weber for senior banquet night host as a joke. Marcia decides to give her a makeover so she can win. But what will Marcia do when she discovers at the last minute that she's Molly's competition?
There you go. And then Molly beat her, and then Molly was not thankful.
You know what? I'm glad Marcia lost in this case.
Really?
Yeah. She's just inserting herself in there. All right. Chris and I are broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios, where we know how. We're going to be talking to John Nolan at 3:40 on the SDCCU fan hotline about Caitlin Clark and all that stuff. So
I think it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Last night we started with the Padres minus 1.5 against the D-backs. We both took the Padres. Padres win 10-4. Michael King over under 5.5 Ks. We both went over. He had 4, so we did not win that one. Jackson Merrill over under a half a strikeout. We said over, but we also said he needs to prove it to us, and he did not strike out last night.
But we also played the odds. He had struck out in 14 of his last 15 games.
It was a smart bet.
So, well, not really.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, we lost. So it's never a smart bet when you lose.
Who had more strikeouts, Shane McClanahan or Garrett Cole? Shane McClanahan -1 on the spread. You went Cole. I went McClanahan. McClanahan had 4. Garrett Cole had 6.
So Cole won.
Yes, Cole won.
Okay.
Then this game that just ended, France and Morocco. France -1. They won by 2-0, so they win that one. And both of us chose France. Both of us are for total goals. You went over 2.5. I went under 2.5. It was under.
Winner.
2-0.
Winner for you.
And then Goff and Mukova won, so we both
won,
lost.
but we both won.
Because tiebreaker or whatever.
Mukova was favored by 1.5 games.
Gotcha.
And in the end, they both won 14 games.
Yes.
So actually, the bet went to Goff. The match went to Mukova.
Indiana Fever -5.5 against the Sparks. Sparks won 106-92. Caitlin Clark over under 18.5 points. She only had 9.
All right, and we'll be talking about her with their broadcaster, John Nolan, a little later. Caitlin Clark is, to me, one of the most interesting, figures in all of sports right now. I don't think it's even really close. What she represents to some people and the controversy that just rages around her. So I'm really looking forward to finding out more about it. All right, here we go for tonight. By the way, we're both 12 and 13 for the week.
Oh.
So it's coming down to the nitty-gritty here.
This is it.
Yeah. Padres 1.5 over the Diamondbacks tonight. Skraby, Padres going to win the series? Win 3 in a row? Are you pushing it, or are you?
Yeah, they're
you're
feeling
believing
good.
it.
They're feeling good.
You're believing in 3 in a row.
Yes.
I'm going to just say that they beat the Braves 3 in a row, so they can beat this team 3 in a row. Padres Diamondbacks 9 runs over under. Sorry, Griffin Canning, but over. I have no faith in him. Maybe he gave me a little last time out against the Dodgers, but not enough yet.
I'm going to say Griffin Canning only gives up 2 runs, so I'm going to go under.
Merrill Kelly will give up 8. Merrill Kelly's not pitched well either. Speaking of that, Merrill Kelly -1 strikeout versus Griffin Canning. You go Kelly -1, or you go Canning in the strikeout
Griffin Canning
department?
is not a strikeout guy.
Okay.
I'll go with Kelly.
Going with Kelly. I'll go with Canning. I think he can be a strikeout guy if he just get ahead in the count once. Griffin Canning, one last bet here, 4 2/3 innings. Over, under.
4 2/3.
So he only needs 4 2/3 to go over. Doesn't even need a full 5, which is good because he doesn't usually make a full 5. Come on, Griffin. I'll go over. He's got to get 5 in tonight.
How many pitchers were used in the bullpen last night?
I don't
2
know,
maybe?
but Mortahone wasn't used. He hasn't been used all week.
He was down anyway.
Mortahone?
Yeah.
Why?
I thought he was used earlier in the week.
No, I haven't seen him since
Maybe
the
I'm
Dodger series.
Mixing up my days.
Yeah.
I think
Canning over, under.
I think he's under.
Okay. Not going to go there yet.
I think he's under. They have a rested bullpen. They're not going to waste
They're
time.
not going to wait around. All right, tomorrow, next quarterfinal. France is in. Who will it be next? Spain or Belgium? Spain is favored by 1.5 goals. Skraby. Spain is the superior team, but that's a lot of goals. I don't know. And Belgium sure looked good against us, but I would say Spain is a different animal than us.
What are you talking about?
No? Okay.
No, you're probably right. You know what? I think that this whole red card thing really gave them a reason to
Belgium's going to
ride on their shoulder.
Ride the.
I'm going Belgium. Ride the disrespect.
Belgium is going to put a life-size poster of Mr. Trump in the locker room, and they're going to just use that as motivation.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I will say one thing: if they ask him for one, he would probably give it to them.
He probably would.
Does like
he would actually go and deliver it too.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he does like life-size posters of himself. That's just a joke. If you're going to have a problem with it, you got to lighten
fine.
up.
Who did you choose?
I'm going to go Spain. I think Belgium's going to get out there tomorrow and go, oh my goodness, we can't handle this. 2.5 goals. I'll go over, even though I shouldn't. So they never get 3 goals in one match.
I'll go over too.
You're going to go over in that one too. All right, we got Wimbledon semifinals on the men's side. This is a showdown for the ages. Sinner giving away 5.5 games to the great Djokovic. Djokovic beat Sinner in the Australian semifinals earlier this year.
Was that due to injury, though?
No, he won it straight up in 5 sets.
All right.
But Sinner beat Djokovic last year at Wimbledon. You just think Djokovic is like time. I mean, time's got to give way.
Yeah.
And then he goes 5 hours yesterday and wins. So how much does he have left for this match? 2 days later. Sinner's the smart play here.
I'm going to go with the guy who has nothing to lose.
Joker?
Djokovic.
I'm going to go Joker too. You know what? Even if he doesn't do it, I like watching him and rooting for him.
He's kind of been a jokester as of late too.
He's a little polarizing. There are people who really dislike him.
Definitely.
Kind of has that hardcore, exterior. But you watch him at least on a lot of the post-match interviews on the court. He's very funny, very ingratiating. Of course, he's always coming off a win.
Yeah,
so he's in a good mood
too.
But whether you like him or not, I think you got to appreciate a guy at his age when these cats should be running him off the court, and he just won't go. He just won't. He's got to be one of the better competitors I've ever seen. The other match I'm putting on the board because it's our guy, the Fairy Tale.
Oh yeah, I saw
Arthur Ferry.
I saw the highlights.
Yeah, the guy from Stanford who was only invited to the tournament because he grew up down the street.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, why don't you come play?
Yeah.
Now he's in the semifinal.
Future movie being made about this, by the way.
You might be right. He's semifinal against Zverev, who's awfully good. Ferry's getting 7.5 games, which is a ton for a tennis match. I mean, they're expecting him to lose like 6-2, 6-2, 6-1. But I'm going to take him anyway. And the other thing is Zverev is not great on grass. He got a little lucky yesterday because our friend Fritz knee thing flared up.
Yes, it did. Remember, we heard that yesterday.
Yeah. Are you going with the kid? Or
no,
are you
I think
you're saying that's it. That it ends here.
I think the dream ends.
The dream ends. Zverev, he says. And one game in the WNBA tonight, Las Vegas on the road, 8.5 over the expansion Portland Fire. Las Vegas is, I think, the class of the league, but they got to go on the road. You going to give that many points away on the road?
Yes,
you are. I'm not. Portland's been waiting for this opportunity.
Oh yeah.
This is the one they circled on the calendar.
Okay.
They told me.
Broke camp and they circled this one.
Good day on July 9th when the Aces come in. We're going to be ready. All right, there's our daily Gambit stuff. We'll take a little break here. And we got some other fun stuff still ahead, including our interview with John Nolan at the bottom of the hour. Again, you don't have to be a WNBA fan to understand all of the, controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark. So we'll get into some of that with him in about 10 minutes as we roll on here on 97.3 The Fan. The SDCCU fan hotline, not big bank banking, it's better. John Nolan, voice of the Indiana Fever, will be on with us, and we appreciate it. This Caitlin Clark story interests me a great deal, and I think it interests a lot of people. We'll find out what he has to say about that. He's probably only been asked about it 100,000 times, so we'll have to make it 100,000.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, no, it's good that he's coming on to talk about it. And, look, I want to know what's real and what's not real, right? Yes. We've heard so many things. We don't really know.
He travels with the team. He probably has, some sort of relationship with her.
He must know Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
So, all right. Looking forward to talking with him. That's coming up shortly. Speaking of things and guys and players, I don't know. We all lose our cool a little bit, right? From time to time. And if you're an athlete and you do lose your cool, everybody pretty much knows about it.
Yeah.
And we've become somewhat accepting of, some blow-ups here and blow-ups there. But until your name starts getting mentioned more than once or maybe twice, like you started getting into Dalton rushing category, or you start doing PCA things where, fans are screaming at you and you're threatening to wring their necks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Things like that are going to probably get some people, a little upset. So Logan Webb has, been a great pitcher for the Giants and, all-star year after year. He hasn't been an all-star this year, but okay.
Giants have been terrible all the way around.
Yeah, they're a terrible team. And, he's out there every fifth day, giving it his best shot. So tell us what happened. Because the kid, do you think it's because it was a kid, or do you think it's because of what the kid said? And when we say kid, we're talking about a young reporter.
His name is Jack Loader, and he works for KNBR, which is the flagship station in San Francisco for the Giants.
Would you say he's the Kyle Ovenshire of KNBR?
No. He might be closer to the Sam Levitt without the pre and post game.
Okay.
So the guy who goes down there, he gets some
but
interviews,
probably a little
talks
younger
to players.
than Sam.
He looks young in his photo. I don't know how old he is.
We don't know how old he is, but we also would say that what he's about to read you that this young reporter said about the Giants, Sam Levitt is way too, first of all, has enough class, but he also is just way too experienced to ever say stuff like this. So I don't want to compare Sammy to this guy.
Oh, yeah, I was just comparing.
We're just trying to get everybody out there to understand who he is.
So Jack tweeted, this team has a leadership void on its roster, a talent void on its roster, and it seems like many of them are checked out. Sad. Logan Webb replied with, you know what's sad is they allow people like you in the locker room. And then Logan Webb got into it with some other fans, and then he just straight up deleted his account after a little bit, and his account is no longer on X.
Okay. So let's take both statements because there's room for both guys to be way wrong here. I believe.
Yeah, I do too.
First of all, for the kid from KNBR, you better say it's your opinion that a team lacks leadership. And you also better say it's your opinion that the team has checked out. You better say, from what I've seen on the field, they don't look that interested. But to come out, unless you have a source who's told you, what they've seen, and then you would have to say, hey, somebody within the team has told me this team is checked out. Fine. Now you're giving me reporting. You're giving me what you are being told is fact. But to just, go out there with this team is checked out. You want to say they have no talent. That's your opinion. So I don't think, the Giants or Logan Webb can be upset about that. But when you're going to say that a team has no leadership within, I don't know. Are you in the locker room every day, every night? There's just no way you are. You're not there. They close the locker room all the time.
Yeah.
You can't possibly know exactly what's going on on an airplane, on a bus, in a hotel lobby, before a game, after a game. So it's not your place to say it. And it's not your place to say that the team is checked out. It can be your opinion, but you better say that. So to me, that's, just way off. And if I was running KNBR, regardless of how Logan Webb responded, I'd say, hey, let's sit down and talk about this because it's just not right.
Well,
what do you think?
KG saying this hasn't stopped half of this fan base from claiming that they don't care.
Okay, this fan base can claim what they want.
Yes, it's
somebody in the media.
Yes,
it's a different
that's
story.
That's the difference is that he has a media pass that has been approved by the San Francisco Giants. and he is allowed
Right.
to be in there.
Yeah. So if you're going to be in there, you have to respect your position a little bit.
I think there's a little there. It's tough because people don't want to hear us when the team is playing bad sit here and try to make excuses for the team. So we have to, say what we feel, which is this team has been bad, but we also do it in a different way. I would never just come out here and say that they don't care. They're not giving effort.
I might say
I've heard that they've given up.
I might say they didn't look very interested last night. But again, I'm saying that they didn't look very interested.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I know for a fact they're
Yeah.
disinterested. That's a big difference. And I think it's a little bit of semantics for a young reporter, probably. So he's in the wrong. But Logan Webb's got to rise above this stuff. It's kind of a funny response. You know what I think? You should never be, All right, come on. You're bigger than that. Logan Webb, I believe at least, has probably been saluted and applauded and appreciated by Giants fans and media for the better part of 4 or 5, 6 years now. And if somebody's going to be critical of the team and you're playing this bad, just wear it. I'm on Logan Webb too. He should be big enough, enough to.
I agree. Logan Webb shouldn't say anything. Later on, he did reply to a fan saying that the person was a quote loser on the couch that couldn't make his little league team. So he started devolving into stuff like that.
He's not wrong, but you just don't need to say it.
I think the difference is it's so hard to go into that clubhouse, look those guys in the eye, leave that clubhouse, say this team has no leadership, and then go back in that clubhouse and look those guys in the eye again. You have to be a little bit more tactful with this whole thing, because there's the new hot taker type of reporter who likes to do all the rumors and the hot takes and things like that, and they deserve a space too. But when you are given a media pass, you have to report the truth. You cannot just be saying things to get likes and retweets.
Yeah, okay. You're right, but we could do a whole nother extra show tonight and preempt the Padre games to discuss how bad journalism has gotten. You're gonna get laugh or get mad or say whatever you're saying when I tell you that journalism was so much better in my day. But in this case, it was.
Yeah.
And now,
well, there was more to that position. Like, you are a reporter that people trust you. You are there to give the truth.
You are also held a lot more accountable than anybody is now. I've told you many times, Skraby, that when I worked at the LA Times, I couldn't write a story if I knew something unless I had a second source.
Yeah.
I could basically have, the main guy tell me they wanted another confirmation before I could run it in the paper. Okay, so there was more accountability. That said, if you want to go back another generation of sports writing and sports media, there was also a time back in the day when reporters became way too friendly with players and gave them passes. Like, in terms of, okay, nobody ever wrote that Babe Ruth was on the trains smoking cigars, drinking, and eating hot dogs.
They would look the other way on that.
Right. Nobody ever wrote that Mickey Mantle was out all hours in New York City till 4 a.m. Okay, so they left that alone. There's no way that would happen now, and maybe that is okay because you're holding the people a little more accountable. TMZ is going to find Mickey Mantle if he's out at 4 a.m. in New York now. But, when he played, nobody would either see it or report it.
Yeah.
So there needs to be a happy medium. But yes, me, I don't like people that just do the clickbait. But we talk about it because I want everybody who reads the clickbait to at least take everything you read with a grain of salt. Ask yourself if what you're reading is true, can be true, or try to understand where that is coming from before you process it for yourself.
Especially in this job, because I get duped all the time and I have to go look for a second source. And I'm like, thank goodness I looked this up.
Yeah, right. Because we could come on breathlessly and say things that aren't true. Everybody, and they say everybody's got a little bit of an angle. They kind of do. Everybody's always got a little angle. So whatever you read, make sure, you try to figure out what their angle is before you process it for yourself. I love to quote George Carlin, but on this one, he's right. When he said, don't teach your kids to read, teach your kids to question what they read. The meaning being, don't just see the words. Look at it, think about it, apply it to how it works. And that goes for you when you're reading social media. Take it with the proper grain of salt, and you will find it to be, enjoyable. And
you can't read social media without having a whole container of salt with you. Everything
take it with
has a big old handful of salt with it.
Yeah, take it with a silo of salt. How's that?
That's good.
All right, we'll take a time out. I'm looking forward to this next interview. You talk about information, misinformation, what's true, what's not, what's real, and certain people have so many different This story that we saw yesterday, I need to bring up about the lawmakers are now trying to get the WNBA to look into the attacks against Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Like, it's gotten to every level. So, what's real, what's not.
Sports is becoming too much intertwined with everything.
Sometimes. John Nolan, the voice of the Fever, he's at ground zero. We'll find out when we return.
Ben and Woods on
5:30. We're with you until then. Last night, the Indiana Fever were in Los Angeles, and Caitlin Clark was back on the floor. She did not really get into the groove too much, though, last night. Injuries have been limiting her play. She scored 9 points, and the Sparks end up beating the Fever. Indiana moves on to Phoenix tonight, and luckily for us, their play-by-play voice, John Nolan, who is a bit of a friend of the show. We had John on back in the day when he was the play-by-play voice of the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, right? It was the Tin Caps.
Fort Wayne Tin Caps?
Yeah.
Bigger and better things.
Well,
maybe not better in his eyes, but,
Absolutely better. John, we really appreciate the time. Do you remember our visit when you were with the Tin Caps? I do remember it myself.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was with the Tin Caps for about a decade, and definitely proud to be part of the San Diego Padres organization with that affiliation. And, now I'm just a fan. So glad to see after last night's season back on. And, hopefully more of that.
Yes.
John, we've been talking, I guess everybody has been about Caitlin and this team and this organization and your coach. And I honestly am so excited to have you on today because I want to cut through some of all of this. Like, what is real? What is not real? To me, it's gotten completely overblown, out of hand in a lot of different areas. I believe from my own, reading about it, I would, think Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever would like to just go out and play basketball. But, man, that's just not happening. So give us just a little overview of what you see and what you read that kind of makes you shake your head.
Yeah, no, it is wild because going back to my time in Fort Wayne for all those years, had a chance to be alongside the likes of Tatis and Merrill and a lot of other all-stars who were traded out of the organization as prospects. And yet that was all kind of like in anonymity as those guys were on the rise, whereas here getting the opportunity to work with the Indiana Fever and being in the limelight. And, they're kind of basically like the Lakers or the Cowboys, and that regardless of what their record is and where they are in the standings right now, because of the popularity of Caitlin Clark, they are always going to be really like a national conversation. And so, yes, as you're alluding to, it is wild to me. And I guess I go through a range of emotions where sometimes I literally laugh out loud at stuff that I'm seeing posted by people, including people who are allegedly national commentators.
Yeah.
Other times it kind of makes my blood boil a bit more. So yes, I can confirm a lot of the stuff out there is rather ridiculous and it is a shame. And so it's on one hand, and Chris, I know you've been calling women's basketball games for a long time. On one hand, it's really encouraging to see how the WNBA has risen up and is so much more popular, whether it's by attendance or TV ratings or the fact that a team like the Fever added a radio broadcast here in the last couple of years for me to benefit from. But then it just stinks that the conversation is usually about the wrong things.
Couldn't you? I don't think you could have said any of that better, John. John Nolan is the play-by-play voice of the Fever, Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, and that whole thing there. John, when you talk about the WNBA and what they think of Caitlin Clark, if they think anything at all, one of the things that stood out to me that I really have to say kind of bothered me was when they put out that 30-year poster celebrating the history of the league and did not include Caitlin Clark, along with, Beckers and all of the current stars and the former stars. I mean, if they don't recognize, whether they want it or not, that Caitlin Clark is the face of this league and just say, hey, that's a good thing, let's embrace it, I think they're missing the opportunity. Is that fair to say?
Well, yes, and this one is messy, I guess would be a word to use to describe it. So, Darren Ravel actually did reporting on how the reason that Caitlin wasn't included on that 30th season poster was because of licensing, and the league or the company that the league was contracting to make that poster didn't have the rights for her name, image, and likeness. So you can excuse the WNBA in that matter. But then at the same time, that became a story one day because even the Dan Patrick Show was reaching out to the league for a comment or explanation, and they didn't provide it. So like they allowed that to become a negative story unnecessarily by not responding, and they wind up having to react instead of being proactive.
Very good.
And a lot of people, and it's understandable for people to believe that could have happened because of some of the other silly things that have happened in the past. But it's like, also, if you can't have the face of the league on that poster, and there were others, even past iconic players like Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi weren't included. So it's like, maybe it's not really worth promoting that on social media if it's a stupid thing. It's like, if you're putting out, a poster of the all-time great Padres and you can't put Tony Gwynn on it,
that would be weird.
Is it worth publicizing that you're doing that? If you have, insert some, random player, if we got Corey Koski on there instead.
No, that's such a good point, because see, we don't hear it though. We only hear Caitlin Clark wasn't on the poster.
Yeah.
If somebody had said Diana Taurasi also wasn't on, I'd go, whoa, okay, now there's something there. But it all seemed like it was just an attack on Caitlin Clark, which, as we find out, it wasn't.
Yeah, we're joined by John Nolan here, voice of the Indiana Fever on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not Big Bank Banking, it's better. I just want to ask you, how much does all the outside stuff affect the entire team? I got to feel like some of these players are maybe not tired of the attention, but it's not positive attention. Sometimes it's negative attention. Do you think the team is affected by all of the stuff that surrounds them?
Yeah, that is an interesting question. And I have to say, having the chance to travel with the team and, kind of sometimes be behind closed doors at practices and stuff, I really admire the group, from the coaches, all the staff members to the players, for the fact that I think they do a pretty amazing job of blocking it out. That said, even like Caitlin herself has recently acknowledged that sometimes, she comes across, poised. She's remarkably poised all the time, and she admits that sometimes things can get to her. There's actually a player on the team who responded to a fan on Twitter or X the other day. I think she did so like in a mature fashion, but at the same time, I mean, clearly was seeing what was out there on social media when someone took a shot at her for her performance. And it's just one of those really fascinating things about this day and age, whether we're talking about Padres stars or at this point WNBA stars, and you can't avoid it. And so many of them have been able to, build their personal brands and get, more business deals and endorsements and stuff. So you understand, it's kind of a necessary evil, I suppose you could say, as far as being aware of what's out there on social media. And besides Caitlin, probably the next most popular player on the team at this point, who listeners might be familiar with, would be Sophie Cunningham. Now, she very amazingly has the type of personality where she does not care.
She doesn't really seem like it.
what people are saying. Like she can just behave the same way, basically, regardless. And she's got a knack for these viral moments. So it comes down to like a personal thing. But all in all, for anyone out there who might actually be invested in the Fever in terms of the wins and the losses, or at least for Caitlin, and if she's on a winning team or not, it is a very impressively tight-knit group. And so, yeah, sometimes we see headlines about fracturing in locker rooms and stuff like that. But I truly do believe that this group does a good job of keeping things in perspective, all things considered. And, it's pretty amazing what they've already sort of overcome in terms of a lot of the nonsense to still be one of the better teams in the WNBA.
Yeah, John Nolan is a play-by-play voice of the Indiana Fever. All right, so let me ask you this straight up, John, because you must get asked. If I just were to ask you, what kind of person is Caitlin Clark? What do you think of Caitlin Clark?
I am a big fan of Caitlin Clark. First off, I would say I wouldn't have a job without her, because thanks to her popularity, again, the WNBA business is booming, and a team like the Indiana Fever had gone about a decade without having radio broadcast at all, and then added it. Funny enough, not for her rookie season, but for her second season last year, and now her third season this year. But I think that she's a terrific person. I think she's a genuine person, high character person. She has there's a really funny sense of humor. she does a really good job of connecting with all people. And I have honestly just not heard anything but positive things from her teammates in terms of, even players who are coming from different cultures. And so earlier this year, a member of the team, Aisha Hines-Allen, was asked about, hey, as you get to know Caitlin, what do you think? And Aisha was like, well, I didn't realize that, she listens to the same, music that I do and, and stuff like that. And yeah, she's humble too. I remember the first time that I was introduced to her preseason last year, obviously I'm saying, hey, I'm John Nolan. It's, really nice to meet you. And she goes, hey, I'm Caitlin. Like, I didn't really need her to clarify what her
I thought you were going to say,
was
John,
in
aren't
that.
you the voice of the Fort Wayne Tin Caps? I love you.
Well, you know what? I did the first kind of like icebreaker conversation I had with her was about kind of a viral video, since everything with her goes viral 2 years ago, when one of her teammates took video of Caitlin in her hotel room the night before a game. And it was a Phillies Brewers game, and Caitlin started doing play-by-play.
I do remember this.
Just for fun. And so I said to her, I was like, hey, I think you actually really are pretty, I think you have the basics down for baseball play-by-play. So, if you ever want to chip in on the broadcast, let me know. But, she's really cool. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, no, it's good to hear.
Truly am a fan of her. And, at the end of the day, I think she has a good head on her shoulder. She has a good core of people around her with her family and her close friends. So I do say that, it's for all the people out there who are big fans of her, like you're rooting for a really, really good person, and not to mention an extremely talented player too.
Talking to John Nolan, voice of the Indiana Fever here on the SDCCU fan hotline. I'm not going to ask about Caitlin, but we do talk about the success of the WNBA as a whole quite often. And we talk about what the next step would be for them, because they took a next step when Caitlin Clark came into the league, Angel Reese, all of them. How do you think the WNBA grows from here?
That is a good question. And for one, I'll just say it is going to continue to grow in terms of they're at 15 teams right now. And by 2030, they're going to be up to 18 teams with expansion teams coming over the next several years in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. So, that's just simply one way it's going to continue to grow, by being in more cities. How does it continue to grow though? I guess I don't have the answer exactly, because it's an uphill battle in the social media age, but trying to make the conversation more about how it is high quality basketball and getting better and better. Like this year is going to be a record for, in all likelihood, for points per game across the board. And so it's fast and it's exciting. Maybe one aspect of it is trying to find a way to improve the officiating. Because
I think you've hit something there.
Here,
I think you've hit that. I think it's true.
Yeah, and then the league is aware of this, but unfortunately, it's just been a slower fix than you would like.
Yeah,
but some of these major headlines have been the result of officials who unfortunately just didn't control certain situations within games. Obviously, a very hard job, and I'm not trying to be too critical there, but that's been an issue. Everyone would acknowledge. If you can just try to make the narrative or the storylines more about the fact that these are extremely talented players and teams. Because to break it down simply, I've looked at this. Over the evolution, it's 3 decades now of WNBA. Scoring is up, shooting percentages are up, turnovers are down, and with scoring, the 3-point shooting, obviously in particular, is up. So this is just it's an entertaining product. It's become more entertaining, and if you can just spotlight that more, I think that would be healthier.
Yeah, John Nolan is with us. Sorry, John, for keeping you so long. I know you had a game tonight, but I have like a half an hour more of questions.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you do that to
I know you're not going to let me. I don't have time to get them all, because this is such an interesting topic to me, and it's close to me because I do the Aztec women's game. So I love these kids and all the women and all the strides they've made. And I agree with you. You have to search for it, but if you look and find it, Caitlin Clark's passing skills are off the charts. But the only thing we see over and over again is somebody shoving her down to the floor, or, in the case of what happened last week, the throat thing. Is any of this real though, John? And is there jealousy? What do you make of it? And, can we get it to go away so that Caitlin can just play basketball?
Yeah, and just one thing to point out there, I will say it kind of ticks me off, to put it lightly, when some people try to put her down or say that she's not special, or she's just kind of another standout. Oh, she's good, but she's not different.
No.
Yes, she is. I actually had an
is.
analytics guy look this up the other day. Since she came into the league, the average distance of a made 3-point shot for her is 26 plus feet, with the 3-point line being around 21 feet. And that's number one in the WNBA by like a foot or so. So
no,
again,
her shooting
if you have eyes, you know this. Yeah,
yeah. Her shooting is fantastic, but the passing is the thing. She sees the floor, unlike a lot of players. We just don't spend enough time talking about it.
Amen. Yeah. So she, as a rookie a couple of years ago, set a WNBA record for assists in a season. She's currently second in the league in assists right now, and if she was 100%, she probably would, like health-wise, she probably would be first. Yeah, I think the fact that, if you saw with the all-star starters being announced recently, the fans, of course, had her at the top, and the media had her qualifying to start, and then she ranked 11th out of the player voting. So
that's unbelievable.
I think that is proof. That there is a bias around the league among players against her to some degree. Now, that said, I don't think that people are truly out to like physically hurt her, even though there have been some flagrant fouls committed against her. I don't think we need to have Congress getting involved or anything.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That kind of
I saw that story yesterday. That was a little crazy. Yeah. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, so that's like the ridiculous grandstanding, which then everything's just so extreme, unfortunately, with her. So, we live in an era here, I guess, of these of sensationalism. So, the truth is somewhere in between. But yeah, I don't think that she's truly like even DeWanna Bonner, if anyone's familiar with her, who's one of the standout players for the Phoenix Mercury, who is the partner of Alyssa Thomas, who committed that foul. I mean, DeWanna Bonner has said very positive things about Caitlin Clark, on camera. So I don't think that there's a true vendetta against her. Just been unfortunate that there's always the microscope. So as a few things have popped up, it certainly has gotten everyone's attention.
If somebody touches Caitlin Clark, I'll see it tonight on film.
Sports Center.
But if Caitlin Clark goes behind the back on a pass, we don't see it. You may not see it.
Yeah.
She really, her basketball IQ and that is stuff that they should talk more about. All right, John, thank you again, man. That was great. To all of us here, really, I'm glad we were able to carve through some of this stuff. I wish you the best of luck the rest of the way, and hopefully we can catch up again, around playoff time, see how hopefully things have cleared out and we can talk some more basketball.
Yeah, 100%. And to your point, when she was growing up, they nicknamed her Ponytail Pete after Pete Maravich for her crazy passing ability. And so, hopefully we'll have some more highlights and positive headlines to come. And I'd love to talk to you guys about that, and hopefully a Padres playoff push too. So
thanks, there you go.
Thanks, you, John.
All right, very good. John Nolan, great play-by-play voice, the Indiana Fever. It gives us all of us a little more knowledge now, because we're going to see all this Caitlin Clark stuff. Now we know more about it. More Gwynn and Chris.
She's a good person, Chris.
All right. I didn't say she never said she wasn't.
I know. Oh, Chris versus the fans, 833-288-0973.
Into the 4 o'clock hour is where we're going right now. 4:02. Chris Ello, Skraby, Bill House Studios. We know how. Tony Gwynn Jr. back tomorrow. And we, tomorrow, will be broadcasting out at right by Petco Park. Yep, we're out and about for a Friday. We're excited about it. Join Gwynn and Chris live on the road tomorrow at Far Corner, the ultimate game day hangout. It really is. It's a great place to go before the game.
Yeah.
If you don't have the ticket inside, watch the game and then stay there after the game.
Yes.
It's located right across from Petco Park on the corner of 10th and J. The party tomorrow starts at 2 p.m. and we'll be broadcasting the show live as the Padres get set to take on Toronto. Come say hi, talk baseball, or whatever else you want to talk about, actually. And enjoy some insane scratch-made pizza. That's true. They have great pizza. I love it there at Far Corner. Next level cocktails and unbeatable game day specials, including $4 beers, $6 Wells, and $6 house wines, all starting at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Far Corner, better place to celebrate baseball. And Skraby and I were able to get to the bottom of the situation about $6 Wells.
Yes, we were.
Our first thought was maybe they're well below average.
Yeah.
But that wasn't it.
No. It was
an actual drinker called in and told us what a
well.
well.
I got some messages as well.
Yeah,
I don't know what wells are because I was just drinking. I didn't care
you didn't
what
care
they
what
were.
they put into
I didn't
your
care
drink.
what they were.
Well drinks are it's kind of the house brand.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So like instead of a Tanqueray and tonic, I might get like Seagram's in tonic or something.
You might get whatever they have in tonic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
which by the way, Tanqueray is the way to go.
Okay, I'm glad to know that you care which brand of
I love gin and tonics.
gin you have
and
when you don't drink anymore.
I don't drink anymore. I almost at 10 years, so I'm doing good.
Do you want me to ask you a really this is the worst question I could ever ask you?
What
if you decided to drink again? Do you know what you would drink?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You've thought this through?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I thought this was a dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question.
What would you have if you could just break free for one moment and then go back?
Whiskey.
You just have a shot of whiskey?
No, bottle.
A bottle?
That's what I do, or did.
Crazy.
Did, but yeah, whiskey. That's not a crazy question. When I have dreams that I'm drinking in them, it's usually whiskey.
All right. Stop having those dreams.
I can't stop
making me worried.
I can't stop those. It's going to be fine.
All right, at some point, you're going to have a chance to win a pair of tickets to next Friday's party at opening day at Del Mar. We told you earlier in the show how that can happen. So stick around, and you'll get that opportunity soon. Right now, though, an opportunity to play some trivia against me. And the way I've been going lately, probably win. It's Chris versus the fans.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, I just had someone text me. I'm not going to drink, everyone. It's okay. I'm doing fantastic. I don't have any urges to drink, so we're good to go on that.
I got to tell you, though, the fact that you said you just down a whole bottle kind of concerned me.
Okay.
Like, I mean, one sip and you're back on the wagon, but no, you're drinking the whole bottle.
Yeah,
you're
if I'm going out, Chris, I'm going out.
Well,
in good hands.
There's a reason you are a recovering.
Yes,
person.
of course.
Yes,
of course.
That's the answer.
Alcohol does not work for me, and I know that. So it won't happen.
Good job.
All right. The rules. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get the question wrong and Chris gets it right, you're eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first time player, let us know, and you'll get that first question for free. Today, you will be entered for a chance to win our grand prize, 2-night stay at Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. $150 food and beverage credit. Oasis Pool Deck at Fontainebleau, Las Vegas is officially open for the season, offering a 6-acre elevated pool experience with 6 distinct pools and live beach. Enter to win a 2-night stay at Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, and a $150 food and beverage credit. To book your stay, visit FontainebleauLasVegas.com now. All right, let's get into it. Get our first contestant. I'm going to go with Doug. First name I saw. Hello, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Doug's dog is barking.
Doug's dog is on the show.
Hey, Doug. How's it going?
Hello.
Who's barking at us, Doug?
All right, guys.
All right. Is your
Wait,
dog barking
I
at
want to
us?
know who's barking.
Yeah, Tony.
Wait, your dog's name is Tony?
That's right.
Oh, okay. All right. This is hilarious. I love this.
If he has a second dog named Chris, we've got an issue.
We and then a third dog named Skraby.
Yeah, then we are.
I don't think we have an issue. We need to.
Yeah,
we need
right.
to go meet this man.
Yeah, right. All right.
Doug.
Tell Tony the dog hello and good luck here, Doug.
We got it.
All right.
Yes,
here
sir.
we go. Question number 1.
I actually like that name for a dog.
Tony.
Yeah, I do. It's a good name.
How many feet are the bases from each other?
30 feet.
Take another shot.
Take another shot.
Tony. I think you're thinking yards.
Oh,
so.
by the way, first-time caller.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go right to
Well,
the
then I'm
second
gonna be nice
question.
to you,
We're
yes,
going to
and
say
we're
he
gonna
got
go.
that right.
Well, everybody already knows. 90 feet.
90 feet.
30
I think
yards.
he was thinking of yards. Yeah, 30 yards. So
All right, here we go. Second
Oh, yeah,
question.
yard.
Yeah. Okay, very good, Doug.
All right. What club team does Kylian Mbappe currently play for?
Club team.
I don't know why I said club. What professional soccer team does he currently play for?
Oh, professional soccer team.
Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah. He's the star of the French national team.
Gonna need an answer.
France.
France.
He's going
he
with France.
says. I kind of love Doug. That is incorrect. Chris?
You gave him the buzzer on that one, so that must be incorrect.
Yes, it was.
Didn't you ask this already?
I asked Harry Kane.
Oh, you asked Harry Kane.
Yep. And he was Tottenham.
Yeah. Mbappe is Madrid, I think. Real Madrid.
Okay, I was going to say. Sorry, Doug. Thank you for calling.
Mbappe is incredible. But you know what's funny? He missed a PK
He did.
today, and in the last match, Messi missed one.
Yeah.
So even the greats.
I think Mbappe missed the ball or something. 'cause
Today,
it, was
it seemed
so
like
slow.
it was. Yeah, it was a horrible kick,
It was like a 5-year-old kicked it.
but it just proved that you can freeze. It's like freezing the kicker at the end of the football game.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, honestly, the referee was holding up play. I mean, Mbappe is like, let's go.
you know, Erling Haaland, the Norway superstar,
Uh-huh.
he tweeted out that 5 minutes is way too long to wait for
Yeah.
a goal kick
Yeah, he
or a
had to
penalty
wait.
kick.
Yeah.
All right, give me number 1 through 6.
One.
1 is Trevor. Hello, Trevor.
Hey, what's up, guys? Let's do this.
Okay,
good to
let's
have
do
you on,
this. I
Trevor.
like it.
Good
Here we
to
go.
have you.
Question number 1. In American football, how many yards does a team lose for a false start?
I think it's 15 yards.
15. Yeah. That's a 5. That's only a 5-yard penalty.
Sorry, Trevor.
All right, Trevor.
You're so excited.
I
Too.
know,
He said,
he was
let's do
geeked up.
this. He said, let's do
And you know
this.
what? I'm just saying now that he's off, I can say he knew that and he just kind of blew it.
Yeah. The last
I
two.
think when you come on, sometimes you have brain cramps.
No, totally. I mean,
And I feel like that's what that was.
I've told you
Because
before.
everybody knows a false start. You know, they walk you back and away we go.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to
Do
Jordan.
they still have encroachment?
Yeah, I've seen encroachment.
Yeah. But there's no such thing as offsides anymore. Or is there?
I can't answer that for you.
Okay.
Defensive offsides?
Any offsides?
No, there's offsides.
When?
If a lineman lines up too far forward.
No, but then they say he lined up in the neutral zone.
But
They
that's
don't
for a
say
defender.
offsides.
For a defender, they line up in the neutral zone. For a lineman,
It's a legal
They're-
procedure because they have too many guys on the line.
we're gonna have to look this up. We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
I
look
don't think
this
they
up.
ever. I don't think the referee ever comes out and goes offsides, offense, number 6. They doesn't happen.
Okay. Well, poor number 6 just got a penalty called on him.
By the way, I mean, isn't offsides the first rule we all learned? But now it doesn't.
Dominic says neutral zone infraction.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
neutral
I
zone
know.
infraction.
All right. Let's go to Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Hello, Jordan.
Hey,
You ready to play?
I'm ready.
It's always
we
good
go.
to have people on the program. Skraby.
First-time player as well.
Hey,
First-time
all right,
player!
first-time player. Especially good time at first-time players who have countries named after them. That's good.
Jordan, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Question number 2.
I bet he's never thought. Have you ever thought of that even?
What, the country named after me?
Yeah.
Or me named after the country?
I don't know. Has it ever crossed your mind until I just stupidly brought it up?
Oh, yeah. I tell people I'm Jordan, like the country.
Okay. Fair enough.
I love it.
I would think you'd say you're Jordan like Air.
Michael?
Yeah.
All right, here
That's usually what people say about me. They're like, oh, like Michael?
I gotcha.
All righty.
One time I was in Chicago. Now we're talking about Michael Jordan. Hold on one second, Jordan. We went to the Michael Jordan Steakhouse, and we made a reservation because we were with a man named Michael Jordan.
Wow.
And guess what? They put us in the nicest room, and we did not have a Michael Jordan that they wanted with us. So just say your name's Michael Jordan, and you'll get the treatment at the Michael Jordan Steakhouse.
I'm
The
glad to
guy's
hear
name
it.
was legitimately Michael Jordan. So
Okay.
all right, Jordan. Here we go.
Poor
Question.
Jordan. Talk about they made Mbappe wait 5 minutes. We're making Jordan wait like
We're
25
icing him.
minutes. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Who was the first player in Padres history to hit for the cycle back in 2015?
Tough question, but you can get it if you're a good Padre fan.
I don't know.
Doesn't know?
All right, you pass.
You're gonna buzz.
Yeah, sorry.
I won't. I don't
You don't
act until
okay.
you buzz.
All right, officially.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Matt Kemp. Yeah.
Some people don't recognize his, and so Will Myers is the actual.
Why don't they recognize him?
Because
Because it was at
Kemp was
Coors
not-
Field?
No, because Matt Kemp is not liked by the fan base.
Oh, brother.
He
Okay.
didn't he say didn't he make some disparaging remarks about the Padres? I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
I don't know. When he played, the only thing you could say were disparaging remarks.
Okay. 1 through 6, Chris, give me a number.
5.
5. Let's go to Hector. Hector. Hello.
Hi, Hector.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you on.
Ready to play?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, here we
What's
go. What does TKO stand for?
Technical knockout.
There we go.
did he
I've
say?
always technical knockout.
Oh.
I
I
I've
said it right. I just didn't hear it right.
yeah, I was kind of muffled, but I always wonder why they have the O at the end because knockout's one word.
Well, maybe because a knockout is just a KO.
Okay.
And if it wasn't,
Oh,
it
a
would
technical knockout is what?
just a TKO.
No, I know, but what?
Technical knockout means you couldn't come out for the round.
Okay.
Like you sat in your stool and the bell
so
rang.
they
and
called
you're
the
like, I'm
fight
out. Yeah,
because
that's a
you're
technical knockout.
seeing stars or something.
Knockout, you just got knocked out. And if they didn't call that a KO, they'd have to just call it a K, and that'd be confusing. So,
Okay.
there you go.
I didn't realize we are going to get the history, but I'm appreciative of it. Here
And
we
it
go,
may not,
Hector.
and that history may not even be correct. I just basically made it up.
Okay. Question number 2. Who was unanimously selected as last year's American League Rookie of the Year?
Unanimously selected.
Unanimously.
Think about Skraby's fantasy baseball team, which he talks about way too much, and you might get it.
Honestly, do not know. I'm gonna take a shot at it, but is it the catcher for the Mariners, the thumper guy?
Big Dumper.
Oh, the Big Dumper.
Cal Raleigh.
You know what? That's not really even a great guess because he's not a rookie. But anytime you bring up the Big Dumper, to me, it's a good thing.
Yes, it is a
So,
good thing.
You get credit for that, Hector.
Sorry, Hector.
Nick Kurtz was your winner.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Hector. Thanks for playing, though, man. Good to have you on.
All right. We're going to go tiebreaker, which can we do Nick Kurtz? He's only been in the league 1 year.
Yeah, it's two. That's not
Okay.
enough.
Give me.
Give you Greg Luzinski.
Greg Luzinski.
Yeah.
How do you spell Luzinski?
Luzinski.
Oh, there it is.
Slugging left fielder for the Phillies back in the Mike Schmidt days.
How did you come up with Greg Luzinski off the top of your head?
The Bull, Greg Luzinski.
All right.
Because I'm doing my immaculate grid today, and he fit in there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm looking at a picture of him right now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
Give me a number 1 through 6.
6.
6 is Kyle in San Diego. Hello,
Hi, Kyle.
Kyle.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good. We're going to play the tiebreaker here. So you stay right there. I'm going to ask Chris for a number. He's going to give me that number. You're going to guess whether the actual number is higher or lower than what Chris said. So Chris, Greg
the Bull
Luzinski.
The Bull.
He made his debut in 1970.
Yep. Sounds about right.
He
played about 15 years.
15 years.
Phillies, White Sox.
Yes, correct.
I don't remember.
How
was
many?
It just 2? Oh,
yeah, just two.
Okay.
Just 2. Phillies and White Sox.
All right.
What's his average 162 game average WAR? That's too hard. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was evil.
That is evil. I will tell you, the Bull could hit a little bit, but he couldn't catch a cold.
Okay, so
he would have been a perfect DH had they had that position when he played.
All right, I'm going to go home runs. How many home runs has he hit in his career?
And he played how many?
15.
The Bull could hit you 30, but he didn't hit it, every year. Probably averaged about 20 a year would be my guess. And so if he averaged 20, what did I say, 15 years?
Yes.
He played, that's 300. I think the Bull got the 300.
300.
Bull was a good player. Maybe an all-star more than once. Maybe
Kyle?
Twice.
Is the actual number higher or lower than what Chris said?
Greg, the Bull Luzinski.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher.
He has faith in the Bull.
You are correct.
Yes, the Bull comes through.
Stay there, Kyle. I'm going to get you in the break, but the Bull, Chris, you have almost nearly not knocked these on the head twice now. 307 home runs in his career.
That makes for a pretty good player, when you think about it.
He had 39 in 1977.
Yeah, like you never even really heard of Greg Luzinski if
Never.
you're just kind of a casual fan.
Never.
I mean, a Philly fan from those days obviously remember him, but yeah, I probably made the All-Star team 4 or 5 times. My point being, there's a ton of guys like that.
Yeah.
That were really good, solid major league players, even All-Stars, that have been totally kind of just forgotten from the game. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah,
you
never bring up Greg Luzinski until...
Well, he was runner-up for the MVP twice.
Was he really?
Yeah,
See,
in
the Bull can hit,
1975
man.
and 1977, he says MVP-2, which means
Yeah.
I believe he's the runner-up.
That is, yeah. Bull couldn't field worth a darn, though.
Adam texted me during the event and said that technical knockout, he thinks you might get one if you knock someone down 3 times in one round.
Yeah, that's right. What I just said was an example of a technical knockout. What I was answering there was not the only way.
Yeah.
A TKO is something other than a knockout where the fight ends.
Yeah.
So that's probably
knockout
a better definition.
is where the opponent goes to sleep.
He goes down and he doesn't get up in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But if he gets up in any way, shape, or form, but the fight's over, TKO.
TKO.
Yeah. And do they even have boxing matches anymore?
Yeah.
They do.
I don't know where they are, but
yeah, nobody knows about it.
No one knows about it.
I would say if you ask me the biggest difference, we're running a little late, but if you ask me the biggest difference between sports then and now, I would say the fall of the sport of boxing. Because
it used to, when I was a kid, huge. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield,
Muhammad Ali was before your time, but even into your time, Tyson, Sugar Ray, all these guys, these fights stopped the world when they were happening. Now, can anybody even name a single fighter out there?
I just remember Lennox Lewis being kind of cool.
Lennox Lewis, another good one. But I'm just saying, can you name one now? Not even one.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather, does he count?
No. He's retired.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
All right, more Gwynn and Chris ahead. Hall of Famers. The Cars.
Oh.
The group, the Cars, that they are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I put this in there just for you.
Thank you.
What's your favorite Cars song?
You're All I've Got Tonight.
Okay. I'll see if that's in the computer.
Yeah, I would never say that to you directly, but that's the name of my favorite song. Yeah. Cars. I love the Cars. Here we go at 428. Crisello, Matt Skraby, Bill Howe Studios. We know how. And it's interesting today. Adam Klug was caught by surprise. We did the roundtable this morning, Ben Higgins, and we had a good guest, Ryan Cohen.
Yeah.
Works at John Boy Media and a big Padre guy.
Yes.
He was our guest. And you'll have to look up the show, yourself. If you missed it today, we're not doing a replay of it.
It's all over YouTube, 97.3 The Fan. You can also download it in podcast form and any of the show channels.
So that was today's roundtable. But I will give you, if you listen to it, one of the things you'll hear was that Ben asked everybody what we like most and least about the beach.
Man.
Because he always does an off-topic question. That's part of the roundtable.
Yeah.
So that was the question. Everybody had different answers. It came around to me, and I shocked them all, Skraby. I said that what I love most about the beach is catching a wave.
What?
Yeah, body surfing.
What?
And catching a wave and riding it in.
You?
That's what everybody said. They're like,
I don't think I've ever heard
me.
about you getting in the ocean.
Oh, goodness, Skraby. I grew up right here in Southern California, like 8 miles from Santa Monica Beach. I mean,
it's so weird.
I'm certainly not a surfer guy, but I did quite a bit of body surfing, as did all of the people in my neck of the woods growing up. And I mean, catching a wave, it's the best. Every now and again, Lori and I will sneak out to Coronado Beach, and I will still try to catch one. Not as easy when you're like 100 years old like me. But every now and again, I do still catch one, and I love it. And so it's funny. Your reaction, pretty much the same as everybody else's.
Yeah.
Like, you shocked me with that, they all said.
That blows me away, because you never say anything about going in the ocean.
Yeah.
So the question was your favorite thing?
Things you like most and least.
Oh.
That was my thing I liked most.
What was your least? Sand?
Yeah, that sand.
Is that everybody's?
No, but in different ways, I guess it was. Mine was the fact that you can hermetically seal your tuna sandwich in the cooler, and when you open it up to eat it, there'll still be sand in it.
There definitely will.
There's always sand. There's no way around it. No matter what you eat at the beach, there's sand in it.
See, people are very surprised to know that I never go to the beach, and the reason is
you're Carlsbad kid, though.
No, I grew up in the Bay Area.
Oh,
but I never went to the beach when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go to the beach for the first time down here until I was like 15.
Did San Francisco? I don't know the beach scene. I'm sure they had some.
Oh, they do, but it's freezing and there's
Right.
sharks and rocks and
Well,
it's
then
not
that
great.
wouldn't be good beach material.
Yeah, I used to live next to Ocean Beach in San Francisco, and you had to contend with all of the
Didn't know any of
dangerous
that.
people down there as well.
All right. Well, anyway, sometimes I like to tell people things you'd be shocked to know about me, and there's one of them. All right. Earlier today, we gave you the athlete's name of the day. And if you were listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now is the time to call in if you know that athlete's name. If you weren't with us early, you're really going to have very little chance of getting this right. But if you call in with the correct answer today, 833-288-0973, you'll win a pair of tickets to the party at opening day at Del Mar. It's next Friday, July 17th. Tickets will include opening day admission, exclusive access to the party, complete with world-class DJs, craft beers, cocktail bars, photo booths, and private wagering. Tickets at dmtc.com. This event, be 21 or over, or dial in right now. You might win some as we go to break on Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Woods.
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
Yeah.
It's one of the world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement
and
unit.
The
Okay.
X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education, because I did not know. It was
I've
Scoville.
allowed milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I'd
us
have
the
said no.
actual rules of this. Like
The rule
wanna
is
see if you can do it, I guess.
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
One of you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Until you can't do it anymore.
I will take
And
one.
the winner,
spoonful of
Skraby,
this.
has a jar of
it is.
a couple of my jars.
I think they
products.
both are winners if they pass
Hold on,
this.
for
I
the
hate to
winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
This is the one that he has right now.
The 38?
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
No,
Maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
All right, are we doing
All
this?
right, here we go.
All right, let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is a
There
full
away he goes.
spoonful
He
of
does
the-
have a full spoonful
He does.
for those
There's-
listening
there's
on
no
that.
doubt. I'm literally sweating watching him
That's
do
a
this
full
right
spoon?
now. That's a full spoon.
All
For
right.
sure.
That is a full
Down the
spoon.
hatch we go.
All
All right.
right.
And man, he went the whole thing. He did not.
My
He did
turn?
not trickle that down the throat. He
He
just.
hasn't reached for the milk yet.
Scraby's coming over.
When does the heat kick in?
Oh,
I knew it.
When does the heat kick in?
Wow.
You better go, dude.
There goes Scraby.
They
Scraby,
both did.
did you swallow that, Scraby? Yeah.
That is some good stuff.
It's delicious.
delicious.
We're gonna see
Tasty.
it. I'm gonna watch you now.
I'm feeling it already. Adam, are you?
No.
He's
Adam's
feeling good.
feeling nothing. All right, so take another spoonful, Adam. You'll win.
Oh, come on. Now we're double dipping.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
all
you
one
can't put your
spoonful.
same
That's
spoon
not
in
what
the
there.
competition's all about.
We always said
Spoonful
that.
too?
Yeah, go for
Oh
it.
yeah.
I always said that Adam Klug was kind of had a.
I at least use a different spoon. No double dipping.
All right.
I didn't know where I don't.
I
Think
always
it
thought
matters.
Adam Klug had a cold persona, but evidently it's just the opposite.
All right.
Big
He
boss
is
Michael
handling
Bowles
it.
in the
Wait,
YouTube
now,
chat,
dog.
by the way.
What you waiting on? You let laughing it drip in your hand. Oh, okay.
Scraby, where are you? Let me see.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Adam, and Adam's not having any problem at all.
Look at you, Adam.
Adam is backed
All right.
up.
I'll
But
exploit.
this.
I must tell you, Tony,
hold on.
that Adam has cashed the check.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
he
did.
cashed
You said
his
I wouldn't be
check.
able to catch
I
you.
did.
No, you
I
cashed
sure
it,
did.
man.
You proved
cashed
me
it
wrong,
for
my
sure.
friend. I
Scraby,
gotta tell you though, this is further proof that whatever we got him with that
the
tie,
tie thing,
was
yeah, because
super weak.
this is less than a 10,
he's
right?
He's over here having a difficult time.
You're turning a little
no,
red,
The time
Scraby.
was just as bad.
You're turning a
this
little
hit me
red.
By the way,
faster.
this is delicious.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
he's
Take
going
another
there.
one.
Yes.
Come on, Adam. Wow,
Delicious.
you're gonna have to come back in 6 months with like an 88.
Oh.
It's 38.
We'll have to go with the higher Scoville next time.
All right. Oh, wow. Look at this guy. He's talking
Drop.
trash now.
Well, he
I
should
haven't had a
be.
sip of milk or bread.
He hasn't even reached for it.
No, he doesn't
came out
even
of the
need the
gates
bread.
talking trash.
All right.
All right. Now
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to take another one.
What?
Well,
Why
you got
are
to hold
doing
another
this to
spoon.
yourself.
No, because I don't want.
You don't want
Look at-
Adam
look
to
at-
say
he-
he
by
has
the way,
one sauce,
yeah, he
baby.
get the whole
Full spoon,
get the
baby.
same thing that like he's dropping it all in there.
Keep the studio clean.
It's all anybody's
Big
worried
boss
about.
Michael watching over here. Come on.
Woo, boy. Scrabe, get back in front of the camera. Your face is red, Scrag. Isn't it, Tony? Are you
I'm
seeing
sweating.
the same thing?
You are sweating. Your face is definitely.
Why do you keep doing that?
You're not feeling anything?
Adam hasn't even moved over
I
there.
feel a 1 or maybe a 2 out of 10 here.
Wow.
Adam
That's
Klug.
ridiculous because I'm.
Wow.
Adam Klug is a tough son of a
bent
gun.
over the trash can.
No,
over
I had
there.
to spit.
I was going to say, it looks like Adam Klug may be producing the rest of the show because he's fine. Skraby may need
Skraby's
to
going
go
to
get
bed. Yeah,
assistance.
Here's what the milk do. It might
Frank
work
predicted
better.
that.
No.
Oh, did he?
Frank
Skraby's having
predicted that.
bread.
Oh yeah, that Adam would just cruise through this with
Frank
no problem.
predicted this.
He did.
Frank on the last show.
Yeah,
said
you
Adam
had
would
it
have
like
no
that.
problem.
He did.
I got a newfound respect from Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yes,
here.
you do.
So-
all right.
So Skraby has the prizes for you, Adam. You have one, a jar of the ghost
You can
pepper
have as much of this
salsa
as you want at all
and
times.
the,
Yeah.
Mr. Lane's Roasty 38 chili powder.
You should let me have that chili powder though. I think I do. I think I would do more damage.
Started
with
off
this.
giving me the mild.
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
yeah.
It's one of the
there.
world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement
and
unit.
the
Okay.
X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education because I did not know. It was
I've
so
allowed
Yeah.
milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I would
us
have
tell
said
us the
no.
actual rules of this. Like
The rule
Want to see if
is
you can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
Yeah, that's,
One
yeah,
of
that's
you
not
can't
happening.
do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
until you can't do it anymore.
fools.
I will take
And
one
the winner,
spoonful of
Skraby,
this.
has a jar
Yes,
of
it is.
a couple of my jars.
I think they
products.
both are winners if they
Hold
pass
on one
this.
second.
I hate to
Winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now, I am.
This is the one that he has right now.
The 38,
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
No,
maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
All right, are we
All
doing
right.
this?
Here we go.
All right, let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is a
There
full
away he goes.
spoonful
He
of
does
the-
have a full spoonful
He does.
for those
This
listening.
Which
On that.
is
I'm literally sweating watching him
That's
do
a
this
full
right now.
spoon?
That's a full spoon.
all right.
That is a full
down the
spoon.
hatch we go.
All
All right.
right.
And man, he went the whole thing. He did not.
My
He did
turn?
not trickle that down the throat. He
He
just.
hasn't reached for the milk yet.
Scraby's coming over.
When does the heat kick in?
Oh,
I knew it.
When does the heat kick in?
Wow.
You better go, dude.
There goes Scraby.
They
Scraby,
both did.
did you swallow that, Scraby? Yeah.
That is some good stuff.
It's delicious.
delicious.
We're gonna see
Tasty.
it. I'm gonna watch you now.
I'm feeling it already. I am, are you?
No.
He's
Adam's
feeling good.
feeling nothing. All right, so take another spoonful, Adam. You'll win.
Oh, come on. Now we're double dipping.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
all
you
one
can't put your
spoonful.
same
That's
spoon
not
in
what
the
the
competition's all about.
We always said
Spoonful
that.
two?
Yeah, go for
Oh
it.
yeah.
I always said that Adam Klug was kind of had a.
I at least used a different spoon, no double dipping.
All right.
I didn't know where I don't think
I always
it
thought
matters.
Adam Klug had a cold persona. But returns to us tomorrow. Tonight, Padres Diamondbacks final game, 4-game series. Merrill Kelly, Padre killer. Hate to say, man, that guy's always been good against us, or so it seems. I didn't really look that up, but I just off the top of my head seems like he's always pitched well against the Padres.
It does seem like
Yeah,
that.
and but he's really not been good this year at all. I mean, if you want to, here's what I say, Merrill Kelly, think Zach Gallen. Guys, it's just a good pitcher that just isn't really getting guys out anymore. So
I'm not sure what happened to the guy.
right, I have no idea. It could just be they're having a bad year. Let's hope the Padres keep it going for Merrill Kelly tonight. And San Diego Padres are countering with your guy, Griffin Canning. I love Griffin Canning. If he just could get I wish he could, got with our great friend, the late Randy Jones.
Why? Just throw quick strike or first strikes?
Yes. I told you, Randy Jones's great line. Best pitch in baseball is strike one.
That is a good line because the more and more and more I watch
Changes the
baseball,
whole
it changes
complexion of the
everything.
at-bat.
Everything.
And Griffin Canning, seems like he does it very often. Drives me a little crazy anyway.
I know it does.
All right, you ready for the Big Five?
Of course.
Or did we have something to say before that? I forgot.
Yes. I
Oh,
believe
yes,
you had
we
some-
do,
yeah.
but I'll table it to the 5 o'clock hour.
Okay.
I have an apology to make out there. And if you're wondering what that could be, stick around till 5 o'clock hour.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
Baseball coverage. Oh, sorry. Baseball coverage on 97.3 The Fan is presented by Xfinity. Score the most reliable Wi-Fi. One price, 5 years guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Merrill Kelly decided to look it up. 9-6 against the Padres.
That's not as bad as I thought.
3.41.
All right.
But here's the thing I don't like. Merrill Kelly career against the Dodgers. 0-11.
Oh.
5.56.
Come on.
How about a little help, Merrill? You know what I mean?
People in the chat are asking if we got our winner for the prize. Yes, I'm sorry. We should have said that.
Yeah,
yes,
thanks, guys.
Jake called in and got it right. So thank you, Jake.
Yeah, Coco Gauff was our athlete's name to look out for today.
Yes.
And Jake was on that. Sorry. Thank you, chat, for helping. Now let's go to the Big Five stuff.
Okay.
Number 5.
Let's see. Jake Cronenworth, who did not make an error on any of the 126 chances he had before he was on the concussion injured list, committed his 4th error in 41 chances since returning last night. So, Chris, how concerned are you for Jake's defense?
0. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0. Or a scale of 1 to 10, 0.
Okay.
I didn't love it.
4 and 41 is interesting.
I know. The one he made that cost him the game the other night was, just gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
The one he made last night was a tough error, honestly. He made a really good backhand play behind the base. At second, threw off balance. And what happens there, it bounces past the first baseman, and if it goes out of play, the runner gets to second. You have to now charge an error.
Yeah.
So, those plays don't bother me because you're trying to make a great play there. No, Jake's a great player. And this is an aberration.
I will agree that's an aberration. I am probably more worried about his bat going cold than his defense in the end.
His bat has
been good.
I don't want to say percolated. That might be a little too high, but he's much better.
Yeah.
I mean,
2 home runs.
He only had one way to go, but up, frankly.
Yeah.
When he was sitting there.
It was 148 or something.
Yeah.
What is he hitting now?
He had to sit on the injured list with that batting average forever.
That is pretty brutal.
I mean, he wanted to just please come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 4.
Currently, Jake's at 183, and that doesn't sound great, but it's a whole lot better than where he was.
It was like 148 or 144 or something like that.
Agreed.
The LA Clippers and Toronto Raptors trade that's centered around Kawhi Leonard is not going to be completed until the NBA investigation into whether the Clippers circumvented the salary cap is completed. The Clippers, in a statement to ESPN today, said the trade, quote, can only be finalized if the Raptors ownership group assumes the risk of penalties related to Kawhi's contract that could theoretically result from the ongoing investigation, end quote.
Wait a second. Did I hear that right or wrong?
What did you hear?
Here's what I heard. The Raptors can only have Kawhi Leonard if they're willing to pay for whatever illegal stuff the Clippers did.
You heard it as I read it.
Yeah.
So I'm up first. If you were the Raptors,
crazy.
Are you taking this on in exchange for Kawhi Leonard? There's no chance I'm taking this on.
Come on.
Like you're getting involved with real the owner of the company, I can't remember the company's name, just got sentenced to 14 years in prison. Like, this is a real situation. And the more I read, the more I feel like the Clippers did something wrong, even though they deny.
Yeah.
But if I'm the Raptors, I'm not taking my chance on this.
What if they find out
whatsoever.
that the Clippers have been skimming money off of ticket sales for the last 35 years and they're charged $3.8 billion for that? Do the Raptors have to pay it?
The lawyers for the Raptors must walk into the room and say no and walk out, because it would be bad if they found out that Kawhi was not on the up
what
and
in
up.
the world's going on here.
Yeah, what do you think, Chris? If you're the Raptors, you taking this on?
Well, no, but I don't want to lose Kawhi Leonard either. So it's going to be one of those things where I tell the Clippers to go take a walk. We did the trade, and we are not paying for your sins, and we're still getting Kawhi Leonard. And deal with it.
Deal with it, he says.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean,
can't
come
necessarily
on. The Clippers are
disagree with
so shady.
They definitely are.
And
shady.
it's been that way since the minute they left San Diego. That sounded weird to say because I think people go, really? The Clippers were in San Diego?
Yeah,
you know what I
Donald
mean? It's
Sterling.
so long ago. We've had like 2 generations since they were here.
Donald Sterling, man.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's a
lucky
weird
that
story.
we're so lucky that we've had, the ownerships that we've had.
Yes, definitely.
when
Except
you get-
for that one Chargers.
When you get, Sterling, you get
Dean Spanos.
We got Spanos. So we had, some Padre owners that, we're not all timers also. We'll leave it there.
All right.
Number 3.
A couple nights ago in the Brewers-Cardinals game, the Brewers had an 8-run lead in the top of the 9th, and the Cardinals had a position player on the mound, outfielder Jackson Chourio, who's normally a right-handed batter. He decided to have a little bit of fun, and he bat left-handed. I'm going to put the highlight on the screen right now on the YouTube. If you want to watch us on YouTube, you can go to 97.3 The Fan on YouTube or Gwynn and Chris SD on YouTube. Now, he has never done this before, and he's going to go up to the plate. He's going to hit left-handed, and he smacks this thing pretty good. He smacks it all the way almost to the warning track in center field.
Okay.
Now, here's the issue with this whole thing is that the fun police are out, Chris, and people are saying that this is disrespectful to the game of baseball. Now, I don't know really. They think that you should have a little bit more respect for the guys who would die to get there but can't get there type of thing. So do you think this is him batting left-handed in a real game is disrespectful to baseball?
No. You know what I think is disrespectful to baseball?
What?
You just want me to say it. Here's what's disrespectful to baseball.
The position pitching?
No. Here's what's disrespectful to baseball and is an affront to the guys that would kill to be there. Not hustling. That is an affront to baseball. And because you just said that people are critical of Chourio for the guys that would love to make it.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The guys that would love to make it would hustle. So
probably,
Chourio's having a fun, and he's also pretty, talented enough to hit the ball to the wall.
Yeah.
So it's probably something he did, in college. He switch hit or something. I got no problem with him having some fun on the field. But, me, I'll always have a problem with not hustling. So that's the affront to baseball.
Yeah, people calm down. Why does this bother you? You know who had fun with this? The Brewers and the Cardinals had fun with this.
Yeah.
This shouldn't bother you. If it bothers you, you need to look inside.
There was a
figure out
game.
why.
Wasn't there a game earlier this week that was like 9-0 in the 8th or 9th inning, and they brought the position guy in, and then it ended up like going to 9-8 or something. And
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it got a little interesting there at the end. I don't remember exactly what game that
Neither
was.
do I.
Number 2.
Shohei Ohtani hit his 300th major league home run the other day. And
is that right?
Yes.
I saw something that said Shohei 300, and I'm like, that can't be home runs. He's only been in the league I guess he's been a while.
But
now.
guess what? He's
kind
not
of forget
even
the Angel years.
He's not even the fastest to 300. Aaron Judge is actually.
Okay.
Shohei Ohtani his 300th, and MLB.com wanted to project how he's going to finish with. So I know Chris is going to love this.
Yeah.
They took hitters from the past in certain positions and age and everything, and tried to calculate how many he's going to hit. And they determined that he will finish with 518 home runs. I'm up first, over under that total. I'm going to go over, but I'm going to go 550. I'm not going to go too much because Shohei is he's getting up there a little bit in age for a guy who's trying to chase 500 or 600 home runs. He's just so good. And I don't know that he'll get to 600, but I'm going to say he gets to at least 550. Chris?
Well, first we got to say how old he is. He's
yeah, that's true.
32. All right. So if he plays to 40, he's got 8 years.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
I think he only has 8 years left on his contract.
All right. So 8 years. Don't you think he's good for an average of 30 per year?
I would think so.
That would be at the least.
We're saying he's hitting 30 home runs at 39, though.
I am. Yeah, because he's going to be over 30 for the next 5 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Most likely.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He's going to hit maybe 45 or something.
I'm saying he's going to average 30 over the next 8 years. If he does, and I think that's doable. That's 240. Yeah, so he gets about where you said. I'm going to go with what you said. Over.
550?
Yeah, 550, 600 maybe if he, keeps it on a little higher pace. But he'll beat 518, and that is so stupid. Because you know why it's so stupid?
Because you can't predict it.
Well, number one, you can't predict it, but they're trying to say that they went through this, that, the other, and predict. And I could just do it mathematically like I just did here in 2 minutes and come just as close as they can.
Well, you got to let the analytics nerds have their fun, Chris.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't, he says. All right.
Number 1.
This one is not sports related, but it fascinates me and surprises me, and I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Chris, there is a bird called the bar-tailed godwit. Have you ever heard of it?
No, but I heard the story. I think, didn't you tell me this?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I actually think this is fair to bring up.
And I found out this incredible stat.
And it's the name the bird again.
Bar-tailed godwit.
People knowing. Bar-tail?
Bar-tailed.
Like
God,
drinking at a bar?
And then tailed.
Okay.
Godwit.
Godwit.
Godwit. Godwit.
That's the
By the
name
way,
of
this bird is very small, too. I did not realize this.
Okay.
But scientists studied this bird to see how far it travels during its migration.
Why?
Because people want to know this stuff.
They don't.
I think I want to know.
Although what you're about to tell us is very interesting.
Yeah, see, this is why.
I get
this bird.
But how did they know to follow this bird to maybe get this bit of information?
I do not know that.
Okay, you don't know that.
The
But
bird.
anyway, tell us the information.
Okay, so the bird, when it migrates, it travels over 8,400 miles. It starts in Alaska and it ends up in Australia. This bird does not eat, sleep, or stop for any reason, and it took 11 days to go from Alaska to Australia. That's incredible to me. That's incredible. A plane can't even fly that far.
It's really cool. It didn't stop, so it never landed.
It never landed. It never
ate.
Yeah, they followed it. It never slept.
Who followed it?
The scientists.
You say they followed
the
it.
scientists who set this up.
Where were they? On the ground?
No,
in
they
a
put
truck
they put
looking up. How did they follow it?
No, they put a tracker on it. That's what they do. They put trackers on them, and then they follow them.
The tracker can tell you that the bird never rested on a branch somewhere.
It's in the middle of the ocean, I would assume.
Well, not the whole flight.
Well, not the whole flight, but a lot of the flight's going to be over the ocean.
Look,
I just think it's insane.
It's an incredible thing.
Can do
Stays awake for 11 days and does this. But as interesting as that is, and I do think it's interesting because I would have never guessed any bird could fly for more than
not 8,400
like I would say
miles.
11 hours would be pushing it.
Yeah,
let alone 11 days.
11 days.
Yeah. But what I think would be more interesting the next time they study this bar-tailed bird or whatever.
Bar-tailed godwit?
Yeah. Next time, find out once they get there, it's over. It's 11 days. They have arrived.
Yeah.
Do they go, immediately and find food and just mac out?
I'm going to have to figure this out.
That's what I want to know.
That's actually a pretty good question. Because you think that
or do they take a nap? Like, what do they do?
You got to be tired.
Right. They got to be tired and hungry.
Yeah.
Or do they take a whiz or what?
A whiz.
I want to know. I want to know after this 11-day journey,
I mean,
like what happens?
I think 11 days is way faster than I would have ever thought to go from Alaska to Australia.
Yeah, I can't think about. I can just think about the fact that it's an incredibly long way and that 11 days is a long time to stay afloat.
The bird flies by Hawaii, puts a little lay on or something as
I don't
flies
know.
by.
We don't know. We don't know.
All right, that's it for
It's not like when somebody swims the English Channel and they have a boat alongside with supplies.
Yeah, that's
right. The
faking
bird
it.
doesn't have that.
The bird doesn't have any food. It does not sleep. It does not go to the bathroom. It does not stop.
Well, we don't know that it doesn't go to the bathroom. It may while it's flying.
No, you're right. That's true. That's true.
So
everything else is true, though. All right, we'll be back. More Gwynn and Chris on the other side. Nobody. I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched their name in the account system. And
Skraby, what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off.
You would be
better. You'd be better off admitting that you wore your underwear inside out. Frankly,
This guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
How did you get caught?
The account was flagged, and anybody taking a look at it gets logged. And so I got called into the boss's office like 3 days
What
later.
did that come? I'm sorry, I gotta ask, but nobody's supposed to be doing this preview. What did that conversation? How did it go?
Well, why were you looking up Paris Hilton? Is that who it was?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my god!
I can neither confirm. That's really funny, Chris, that you just yelled out that name out of all names.
No.
But I walked in. I got called into the office, and I sat down.
gosh.
And all my boss. I loved her. She was great. Her name was Sharon. Amazing boss. She just slid the piece of paper in front of me.
You knew.
Said, "Did you visit this account?" And I looked. Yeah. She was like, "We're gonna have to write you up for this, and if you do it again, we're gonna have to fire you." And I said, "I'll never do it again." And I got out of there as soon as possible.
Damn.
I took everything, but it was not good. Not good.
Just curiosity, huh? He's like, I wonder how much they have in their account.
Yeah. I mean, before I got caught, I did look up athletes. And,
Oh my god! I'm so glad you're sitting in this seat now.
Yes, I'm so happy you're not doing any job that can be dangerous to people's futures.
this was in the first year that I was there. I learned my lesson thoroughly.
Chris, as I said, as soon as they walked in, there was like,
yeah,
that's our guy right there.
That's our window.
We're gonna take him down.
Yep.
Just lucky I didn't get caught for like. I can't even say. I'll tell you guys off break whose account I saw and how much money they had sitting in their checking account.
And this was how long ago, too, by the way?
2009, 10. Way before I became a good person.
Didn't Bank America end up getting in trouble? Or was that, it was one of those banks got in trouble?
All of them get in trouble for selling information. But
I heard folks like you.
I wasn't selling any information. I was just wanting to see what was going on.
Curious.
I didn't check their account activity, which I could have. Been like, oh, they bought this here. I'm going to go up there. You know, I'm not that creepy.
Well, that's stock.
Oh, yeah, you're not that bad.
I'm not that creepy.
This is amazing, by the way. We're supposed to be doing.
How are we supposed to do baseball picks under these
I don't think we can
circumstances?
anymore. I think we gotta push it. You guys never did it? Well, I mean,
no, Skraby, we didn't. We didn't
Really? Okay. Like you work at a bank, you're looking at people's account information?
That's
unbelievable.
It only happened for a little bit, and then I got in
Only
trouble.
for a little bit.
I can't stop laughing at this because it is quite hilarious, Skraby.
But you were saying that I may have gotten robbed or whatever. I actually did get robbed when I worked in San Francisco, and they're called quick change artists.
How long did you work in the banking industry?
8 years. I was a teller supervisor when I finished. I was also the merchant teller, which took in around $150,000 in cash a day. Guess what? Always balanced at the end of the day.
Yeah, I bet.
But there was a guy who walked in. He had about $5,000 in hundreds, and he handed it to me. He said, "Can I get 50s for these?" And I said, you know, it's pretty annoying that he wants
$5,000 in hundreds.
In hundreds, and he wanted $5,000 in 50s. He just wanted 50s instead of hundreds. So I had to go get it from the vault. I come back. I'm starting to count it out, and then he's like starting to ask me questions as I'm counting it out.
He's trying to
what
did I tell you, Chris? This is what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
That window right there.
Hey, this guy was so good that no one saw it coming. But so when I started getting mad at him because I counted out the 50s, he goes, "What are you doing?" I asked for 20s. And I'm like, what? You did not ask for 20s. You asked for 50s, bro. Yeah. I had to go to the vault to get those 50s. And as I was getting all mad and talking to my boss, he took the cash off the counter and put it into this folder that he had on the thing that
the original 5,000 in hundreds.
Yeah, well, he kept going like that, and then I was so mad, I just grabbed it and I threw it in my drawer. And then he was like, "You know what? I'm out of here." And he walked out. And then at the end of the day, $3,000.
He got an extra 3 on you.
$3,000. Yeah, he got $3,000.
The thing about criminals like that, they can sniff out a mark really easy.
I'm not a mark.
You are 1,000%.
I was actually the bank's
dog. They got you for 3 extra.
And that's the only time in my 8 years that I ever had anything happen like
the bright side last night. We go into the happy hour, 5 o'clock. Crisello, Skraby, Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan, broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Tomorrow, Tony Gwynn Jr. returns to the program. And the program will broadcast live from Far Corner, right there near Petco Park, across the street, actually, on the corner of 10th and J. So we'll be out there at Far Corner broadcasting live. We get started at 2 o'clock, as you know. And we'll be there doing the show. Come on by, say hello, talk to Skraby.
I'm right here.
And enjoy some of that pizza they make.
Yes.
They call it, what they wrote here is insane scratch-made pizza.
Well,
I say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I was going to say I agree with the word insane.
Right, it is good. And, great flavor. I'm looking forward to it. Let's just put it that way. Next level cocktails also. Thank you, Tony. Unbeatable game day specials, including $4 bills, beer, $6 wells, and $6 house wines, all starting 2 p.m. Far Corner, the better place to celebrate baseball. That's the show tomorrow.
Well, I should announce this. Friar Friday guest is Jake Cronenworth, but
Hey.
Rod, our biggest fan from a couple years ago, said he's going to Far Corner on the chat. He said that to us. So if you want to meet the very famous Rod, you can meet him at Far Corner as well.
All right. I have an apology to make. Skraby will remind me to make it before the end of this segment. All right?
Okay.
Not going to lead off the segment.
Okay.
But it'll be in the segment. Leading off the segment is going to be what the Padres did last night, which was score 10 runs at Petco Park for the first time this year. You fans who have hung in there for 47 games, we're finally rewarded with the scoreboard clicking into double figures for the home team. And last night, I found it a little hard to believe myself. That's why I looked it up, but it was true. The only other time the Padres scored double figures this year, once in Colorado in April, and then once in San Francisco. I believe that was a Logan Webb game. It was the night that a Song hit the big double off him and knocked in 2 or 3 runs.
It was Logan Webb, yeah.
Yeah. So those are the only 2 10-run games the Padres had until last night. So it was a bit of an anomaly, but one that we certainly will take, and hopefully is a sign of things to come here as the Padres head into the final game of this stretch with Arizona. There are 72 games left. I think 70 games left, exactly 70. I think Skraby and I hit it on the head, just kind of talking about it earlier. Kevin Acee posed the question. So I think it's something for us to think about. How many wins do you think it's going to take for the Padres to get into the playoffs? And here's the problem as I see it. Right now, the 3 wild card teams would be the Cubs, the Phillies, and the Marlins. The Marlins have been great for a while here.
Yeah.
They're due to cool off, but not yet. Anyway, those 3, the worst record of those 3 teams is 9 games over 500.
Yeah.
The Padres are currently even.
Yes. They've battled back to 46 and 46.
Yes, they battled back, those gutty little Padres. So, got to make it 4.5 games. But what I look at is this. The teams that are 9 games over 500 are at least going to play 500 the rest of the way, you would have to figure.
Yes.
So that leaves the Marlins and the Phillies, if they continue, even at just 500, at 85 wins. Okay, so the Padres are going to have to win 86 at the minimum. The minimum 86. And in order to win 86, that means the Padres from here to the end of the season have to go 40 and 30. I don't feel they can do that.
No, not right now.
Despite the last couple of days. And the reason I don't feel they can do that is despite 10 runs, they're still by far the worst hitting team in baseball statistically in every category. Runs scored, batting average, on base.
Can I give you an
OPS?
Can I give you a stat to make you feel better about that?
Yeah.
All right. So from June 8th to July 8th, that's 28 games. They're hitting 251. Their slugging percentage, or their OPS, is 737, and they're scoring 4.3 runs a game. So
which
that
is better than 3.9, which is their overall.
And they play in the previous 36 games, they were hitting 192, OPS 594, and only scoring 3 runs a game. So it has got better.
It has. It has. They still frustrate the hell out of you, leaving, the world on base. But, last night they really didn't. They got guys on. They got them in. It was nice to see. I have a quick trivia question on the Padre offense for you. Don't look, but off the top of your head. Padres have more home runs this year or more stolen bases? Off the top of your head. Padres have more home runs this year or more stolen bases?
I'm going to say stolen bases.
Okay. Anybody else out there want to guess? Because
I'm going to say home runs.
You're going to say home runs? Nope. Not right.
But
they have the same.
You only gave me two choices.
They have the same of each. They have 96 home runs.
I don't like that trick question.
You don't like that? They have 96 home runs, 96 stolen bases. Now, what I didn't realize, the 96 home runs has you pretty far down the list.
Yeah.
But the 96 stolen bases has you third in all of baseball. They're only 4 behind the Nationals, who lead baseball with 100. I never kind of thought of this Padres team as kind of the run Padres.
No, definitely not.
But with the kind of hitting they have, they just can't sit back and wait. They have to try it. They just don't have to try it with, 2 outs and Fernando's at second.
Yeah.
To stop trying that.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, like last night, they were really aggressive. It paid off. Got the double steal. That got them the first run of the game.
Yep.
Because I think Merrill grounded out after that. That run would not have scored. Got to be aggressive if you're the Padres. And 96 steals tells me they have been. They're only 4 off the lead for all of Major League Baseball.
Fernando right now is tied for 5th with PCA for number of steals, 23.
He's got 23. He's been caught 9 times. That's not the best percentage. It's okay.
Yeah.
I like Jackson Merrill, 19 with 1 caught, better than Fernando. I like Sun Moon Song, I think 10 with only 2 caught. So, they got to keep running, though, and make things happen like that. But here's the other issue, and this is a bigger issue. Can you imagine when we're talking about the Padres, Skraby, we're talking about the team and the problems the team has.
Yes, always.
And we just brought up the fact that they are statistically, by quite a margin, even though they're getting better, they are still statistically the worst hitting team in baseball. Imagine saying that, which I think statistically we have to agree, and that is not the biggest problem. A bigger problem is that their starting pitching is in complete tatters.
I was thinking you were going to go there.
So that's why, if you're going to tell me they're going to go 40 and 30, I'm going to say, sure, they could go 40 and 30. But remember when they went 29 and 18 to start the season?
Yeah.
Nick Pivetta was still on this team.
That's a good point.
Still healthy, was still pitching. There's some other things. So I just don't know that with the makeup of the way it is now that 40 and 30 is doable.
40 and 30, like when I saw these numbers, it really depressed me because it just doesn't
feel like they can do that.
To get to 83 wins, they have to win 37 more games.
I know.
And that is...
And 83 is going to leave them short anyway.
83 will leave them short.
They're going to need 86.
They're going to have to win at least 4, as you said, 40 games.
40 and 30, and that's minimum.
Can they do that? I don't... They haven't showed me that they can.
There's no way they can do it.
Not with the pitching the way it is right now. Like,
I'm giving you another... just preview if you didn't hear the roundtable today. But here's another question that Ben asked. After Michael King, because he's clearly the number 1 guy.
Yeah.
Not even an argument. Without Pivetta, without Musgrove, who do you trust second most in the rotation right now? I'm going to tell you who we all agreed upon on the roundtable.
Who's the official rotation right now? There's so many guys. Herman Marquez,
here are your
Michael
choices.
King.
Marquez, Sears, Canning. We'll give you Vasquez, even though he's on the IL, and Buehler. Of those 5, who do you trust right now next most after Michael King?
Is it crazy to say Herman Marquez?
No, because that's who we came up with.
Okay. All right. Good.
Well, good, but not good.
No, yeah, not good, but I'm glad I was right.
If that's the second guy, really?
He just came. He's come back for 1 game, and he's already anointed number 2.
I know.
That's how bad the rotation is right now.
Yeah.
I would have said Walker Buehler if he didn't have that start he did the other day.
The last 2 starts.
Yeah, the last 2 starts.
The last 2 starts for Walker Buehler, the Padres have lost by a combined 28 runs. Not good. And Braden had a good comment on Walker Buehler, which is true. He said Walker Buehler was signed to compete for the number 5 starter spot.
Yeah.
He was not signed to be your number 2 guy.
Not in any capacity.
Okay. So anyway, these are the issues that we all have. Let's win tonight and take our chances and see where it goes. I hope they play well enough here over the next 2 weeks that, AJ is able to work a trade or two somewhere without risking too much, because I don't want to risk a lot of future for this team.
Definitely not.
This team hasn't shown it deserves that.
Yeah, because in the past, as we talked about, it's been okay. They're tracking for the playoffs. Right. We're willing to spend a little bit, but not if they're not going to make.
I think it's going to be
year.
difficult. All right, here we go. I'm going to apologize because I need to do this. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about something. I don't recall exactly how we got into it.
I know.
But we were discussing, the Asia, East Asia, and Japan and China. Something about
it was the NFL first time they ever played a game in Japan was in 1975.
All right, and I called it the Orient. That is Orient. I want everybody to understand that was not meant in any way, shape, or form derogatory to anybody, Asian American or of Asian descent or anyone out there. When I grew up, and my time, anybody talked about that part of the world, they referred to that part of the world as the Orient. I don't know when it changed and became something negative, and I didn't get the memo on it. Ignorance is no excuse, but it's all I can tell you. There was nothing meant by saying Orient, so I apologize to anybody that I could have offended with that. Although I will tell you, I'm reading Wikipedia.
Don't do it.
I know it's not the all-timer, but there's nothing in here that talks about it being derogatory. So I'm just saying, somebody found it derogatory. So if that's one person, then I apologize. And on top of that, I think I was trying to refer to something that I would pay anything for, but I said I would give you all the tea in China. And again, somebody found that offensive. So it's my own ignorance, but in both cases, absolutely nothing was meant by either term. So I apologize to anybody that bothered. And I won't say those things, but I truly didn't know Orient was a derogatory thing. So I apologize to whoever, heard that and thought, man, that's not cool.
Yeah, and the reason the reason that I know Chris is being very serious about this, because he could easily just not say anything, but he wanted to. He wanted to bring it up. He wanted to make sure that people knew.
Even if one person's upset, because to me, if they say something and a bunch of people flood the email, then that was
up.
off base.
Yeah.
If you get like one thing or something and you say, okay, but you wonder, it couldn't have been that bad if not anybody else replied to it. But one person being offended is enough.
Someone said, thank you, Chris. I am glad you apologized.
There you have that. All right. We'll go take a timeout. And we'll come back. We got one final segment. Frankly, I'm out of things to talk about.
Okay, I got a bunch. I know. We've had a tough week.
Come back for dead air.
I have Michael K. You want to talk about someone who needs to apologize? Michael K. needs to apologize to Anthony Volpe.
He has to apologize as a daily routine.
Yeah. Also, Landon Donovan went after Christian Pulisic. Pulisic.
Well, get in line.
Pulisic.
Yeah, get in line.
So we'll hear from him as well, because he definitely did not hold back in this whole thing.
Can't say, he's wrong. We'll find out when we return. And then Sammy Levitt's coming up with the Padre pregame. Don't go too far.
It's
and they start singing the exact same instant there. 5:20 is the time. Chris, Skraby, Tony returning tomorrow. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. Sam Levitt pregame 15 minutes from now. And my last chance to remind everybody, tomorrow, come on out. Hang with us out at Far Corner on the corner of 10th and J. Down at Petco Park. We get started at 2 o'clock, broadcasting live before tomorrow night's game against the Blue Jays. Come say hello, talk some baseball with us. Enjoy some of that scratch-made pizza, which is, they say it's insane.
Delicioso.
It's really good. Next level cocktails, unbeatable game day specials include $4 beers, $6 wells, and $6 house wines, all starting at 2 p.m. Far Corner, the better place to celebrate baseball. We look forward to it. They don't let us out of here too often anymore, Skraby. So
we have a couple this month.
Yeah. When we get out, we like to, see you guys. So try to make it down there, especially if you're going to the game, get there, 20 minutes early and pop by, say hello.
Yes.
Like if you park everybody parks on a different part of the ballpark, so I get it. But if you park by what do they call the arcade, right? Is that what they call it on 10th? That's the usual
arcade.
Parkade. Yeah, the arcade. But if you park there, then you absolutely, when you come down, just go across the street. We're right there. So at least come over and duck your head in and wave.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. I guess we're into the apology hour. So I've taken care of my part. Michael K's turn. The voice of the Yankees, who really... this is often for him, though, isn't it? Maybe he feels like he has to be.
Who are we talking? I'm sorry. I'm still listening to this.
Oh, Michael K.
Oh, Michael K. Yeah, let's go back to him.
Yeah, I think maybe it's partly because he's in New York and he feels he has to try to be a little more cutting edge to keep up with the Joneses.
Maybe.
But he says things that really kind of surprised me, considering he's also the voice of the team.
Yeah.
I'm not asking him to be a homer. And in New York, they'd see right through that. So he can't be a homer, but to just like frontal attack, right? Some of the Yankee players, the way he does.
He does.
I'm surprised they don't just beat the crap out of him when he gets on the plane. I really am.
I'm kind of surprised about that too.
It's one thing, again, guys don't mind being criticized, if you're going to back it up or if you have some examples or – you say, hey, look, I'm trying to, couch this as best I can. But Michael K just comes right at you.
He does.
And half the time, I would say, he's proven to be wrong, which is another reason to beat him up.
So Michael K.
Sorry,
Here's what Michael K said on his show the other day that got him in trouble.
So he has not played great at shortstop. And the one thing that he's done, and I'm not sure that it's done, but there have been enough people that have told me that it was done, that when he was in the minor leagues, the Yankees said, maybe you should play some second base. And he said, no, I'm a shortstop. That's not a good look if it happened.
So wait, he says that's not a good look if it happened. So he's already going into it not really sure that it happened, which is
can't tell
weird.
You that this happened, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there for you anyway.
And cause a world of hurt for him.
Yeah, because now he's defending it to everybody.
Yeah, so Michael K tweeted yesterday.
We're talking about Anthony Volpe. Understand who this is. Yeah. He's a young, you said his name, but I want people to understand who that is. He's a young shortstop, but he lost his job this year because at the beginning anyway, because his level of play had dropped so much.
Yes. He was a highly touted guy. I think you remember Bud Black telling you or something that Ezekiel Tovar is going to be better than he is.
Ezekiel Tovar got off to a wonderful start. He's gone backwards the last year or two. Volpe has also. Volpe was in the World Series against the Dodgers a couple years ago, hit a couple of home runs that I recall. So, but since then it's gone a little south. So that's who we're talking about here.
Yeah.
But Michael K, you can't come out and say the guy did this if it's true. That's irresponsible.
It's totally irresponsible.
And because now Anthony Volpe's answering for this all over the place.
That would be like me saying, I heard that Fernando was asked to play third base and he told him no.
I went to San Diego State with Tony Gwynn. I heard he cheated on tests if it's true.
If it's true.
It's just irresponsible for me to even put that out there.
Big if true. So he tweeted yesterday, and he said, "I spoke of a rumor yesterday on the Michael Kay show that Anthony Volpe would not play second base in the minors. Sounded unlike him. So why'd you say it? So I checked further today, and there's absolutely no truth to it whatsoever. He never refused to work at second." And then he said, "I'll speak more to it later today."
Wait, who said that?
Michael Kay tweeted that.
Oh, he tweeted out that it's not true.
Yeah, he had to.
Oh, so he told on himself.
Yeah, he said he never refused to work at second. But I do like where he says, sounded unlike him.
Then why did you go with
That's
it?
what I'm thinking. And then saying if true is so funny to me at the end because you completely invalidate everything you say by saying if true at the end of that sentence.
I just, it's irresponsible. And now that he's going back on his own word and apologizing, how hollow at this point. Dude, you honestly went with this and now you're checking on it to say, oops, you were wrong? It doesn't do me any good. You've already slandered my name. Anthony Volpe, who had 24 hours to answer for this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a lot different than Will Clark. Remember the giant first baseman, the old giant first baseman?
Oh, Will Clark.
Will Clark.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember him coming out and saying, hey, the Giants asked me to come work at first base with Devers, and he didn't show up.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that's not hearsay.
No.
That's somebody who was asked to be there and telling us the guy didn't show up. So I can now say, as somebody reading about that or hearing about that, yeah, tells me what I need to know. That Devers is just kind of a lazy, selfish bum. But when Michael Kay is trying to paint Anthony Volpe as kind of the same arrogant diva, and it's just so off. And now he has to apologize himself. When are they going to? Is Michael Kay so good? Have you all heard Michael Kay? Like some of you have.
Yeah,
They
he
put
did
him on
ESPN for a little bit.
Right. They put him on the TV for the baseball playoffs. I think last year or the year before was his first year where he started getting some first round wild card stuff. So maybe some of you heard of him.
Yeah.
You've heard a lot of his calls with the Yankees.
See ya.
Yeah, it's embarrassingly bad as far as I'm concerned, especially put up against Sterling, when he used to say, it is high, it is far. And then Michael Kay's big thing was, see ya.
See ya.
Yeah, it didn't work. But somebody somewhere loves Michael Kay, and I guarantee you one of those people is Michael Kay. So
I can almost be positive that it is Michael Kay.
But he's got a very high position in New York. So, they get what they get. He's a play-by-play guy and a talk show host. That's pretty big. So, but that's the kind of stuff you got to, you're going to get.
Totally.
That Anthony Volpe stuff, to me, that's,
kind of messed up. Yeah.
Well, just unforgivable might be too hard, but, it's up there. You can't say Manny is, not paying his, child support.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
it's just horrible.
If true, him not paying child support is bad luck. If true.
And I'm on a radio. Well, what's every writer going to go down there today? Hey, man, what?
You don't pay your child support?
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, where did you get that from?
And then I come back tomorrow and go, oh, I was, I got the wrong thing. Sorry.
Just joking.
Yeah, I didn't have it. Didn't sound like Manny.
Yeah, it sounded so unlike him, but I went with it anyway.
Let's just honestly, right? How stupid and bad was that be? So anyway, by the way, if anybody just tuned in for that sentence and only heard, I hear Manny doesn't pay his child support.
Yeah,
we were making a point.
Yes,
it's not what we mean.
It is. We are not saying anything about Manny.
Can you imagine somebody clips that in a vacuum and says, "You hear what Chris Ello said?"
Yeah. Did you hear what he said? You're gonna have to apologize for another thing, Chris.
Oh God.
On the other side, we're still dealing with this fallout from the U.S. men's national team not winning their game against Belgium and all of the other stuff that went with that.
I don't think anybody actually begrudged us losing to Belgium.
No.
We didn't like that. What we didn't like, though, was just how we showed.
We didn't.
Right. That's what's leaving the bad taste.
I was watching some highlights of that game, and the fans were so pumped. Like there was the right recipe for the Americans to win that game.
Well, they were at Seattle. You can't lose.
You can't lose because that stadium funnels all the sound back down towards the field.
So the visiting team basically shrivels up and goes away.
Yeah. So Landon Donovan used to play on the men's national team. He actually, Adam and I were talking about this. Do you remember when he came in and talked to us years and years and years ago about Soccer City?
I don't, but I think I've met him in a couple of other situations.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, Landon's got pretty good San Diego connections.
Oh, yeah,
he was
he
the head
does.
of the whole Loyal franchise there.
Yes.
So yeah.
So he was. Everybody's talking trash about Christian Pulisic right now because he said that he is, he basically said he's happy that he can rest now because he was injured. Now it did come out that he had some decent leg injuries. He had a fracture in there as well.
I believe he got hurt in that last game.
Yeah,
but that along with all the other stuff surrounding him just did not help.
So
his cause.
Carly Lloyd, she subtweeted him, Chris, and she got him good. She says, "You rest when your career is over."
Carly.
So she's going hard in the paint. But Landon Donovan obviously was asked about this, and this is what he had to say about Christian Pulisic. I had to cut this down quite a bit, so here it is.
I don't know if Christian cares about that, wants to do all that. We don't have a great relationship now. I'm sure he doesn't like me, doesn't respect me. I'm saying this to you, Christian. You probably don't listen. This is an opportunity to help and to change your life forever. One of the biggest problems, I speak to people who are at U.S. Soccer. I speak to his sponsors. I speak to his teammates. I speak to the staff and the coaches. People are fed up with the way things are handled around him. And it's not necessarily him, but it's his agents, his family, his hangers-on, the people are influencing. People are fed up with it. They treat people poorly. They do things poorly. It's always a no. Whenever you want to ask, can we do an interview? It's always a no. You can't get near him. He doesn't say hi to the commentators who do all the games all the time. When they walk by, all the other guys come over and shake hands and say hello. There's just this sense about him that you can't get near him. It's too big. And I actually don't think it's from him. I think it's from the people around him. They need to stop. And he needs to man up and have a conversation.
All right, so that's kind of what he's saying.
Yeah, it's harsh.
It's very harsh. But if true, Chris, right. Then it's not a good look.
Yeah, Christian Pulisic's total jerk, if true.
If true. No, but this is not something that Mark Ziegler, he has been very open saying.
But Ziegler told us this already.
And
so
I've heard it
Landon
before.
Donovan, to me, is just saying what we've already been told.
Yeah.
And Ziegler is really in on this stuff. Ziegler said, look, it's not that. I mean, he turns everybody down. He's bristly to be around.
Yeah, bristly is the word.
Right. He's just not the kind of guy you want to even be around. So I think Landon Donovan's taking that to another level, talking about the people around him. That I don't know. I don't know how much Landon knows. But I think for Christian Pulisic's sake, his name has kind of become a little sullied in the world of soccer.
It has.
And that's, maybe the world he cares about. Because you know what? Christian Pulisic doesn't mean a whole lot in my world. I don't live and die with a soccer team. But a lot of people do. And in the world of soccer, his name's a pretty big name.
Yeah.
And it's definitely taking a hit right now. I think Landon Donovan means well. I
think he's trying to help.
I think he's trying, but I don't know that this is Landon Donovan's spot either.
It probably is. And when you say, hey, you probably don't like me, that's another thing.
I think Landon really means well.
Yeah,
he's trying to speak from a little experience that he's had in his career.
He says he made mistakes like that early in his career, and he wanted to basically tell Christian,
I believe he means well.
You can turn this around if you want to.
He means well, but it's not coming off that way 100%. We'll take a break. No, we won't.
We won't take a break.
We'll take a long break until tomorrow at 2:00.
Yes.
Coming up next, Sam Levitt's pregame show. Can the Padres win for the third time in a row? We'll find out when we rejoin you tomorrow at 2:00 from Far Corner. See you there tomorrow in the gas lamp.